Okay. All right. Giving YouTube a chance to connect real fast. Hopefully, audio is picking up and sounding okay. Let me see here. All right. It should be connected now. Okay. So, this one's about parents that are horrible examples of parents for the most part. And we're going to start with a woman that left her child in a hot car in Louisiana. This channel is called State Boys Louisiana, and I like to watch it because most of my family's from Louisiana, and I like how he talks. It's not the accent y'all are probably used to, but it's another type of Louisianan accent. Like and comment so I can stay in your algorithm. Okay? All right, let's go. And I will have commentary every now and again.
On this episode of State Boys, we check in with the Slidell Police Department where they search for an intoxicated woman who left a 16-day-old baby alone in a hot car. What will SPD find?
You left your child in the car with the car running? How old is your child? A month old?
The State Boys on the highway.
Okay, I'm gonna fast forward through the music, but I'll link the channel so you can go back and hear it if you want to. Hold on. All right.
On July 7, 2022, the Slidell Police Department received a call from a Walmart employee about a visually intoxicated woman almost dropping a newborn several times. Slidell PD will respond, but the woman had left the scene before they got there. Then they received another call about a hit-and-run accident where the same woman was involved.
If you were previously advised, but there is a newborn infant in that van.
Hey, I'm all right.
You were in the hit and run?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me briefly, the other vehicle went that way?
Yes, it went that way. I was following her, but the man told me to stop following her.
Mm-hmm. The man said what?
On 911, he told me to stop following her.
Yeah.
I was gonna follow her. She jumped on the interstate and then she was going there, and then he told me to just stop. So I was getting off of the interstate, and then she whooped, and then she came off of it.
Where did she actually hit you at?
I was on gauze.
On gauze. Okay. All right. So, okay. So, you followed her from Gauze over to here. How did the crash occur? Like, what lanes were y'all in?
I was actually further back. She was up ahead. Mm-hmm. So I had got over in the right hand lane, and then I was going. So as the traffic got fixed, she didn't look in the mirror, and she just jumped over. And as soon as she jumped over, and then she realized she hit me, and then I thought she was gonna stop, so I stopped. Mm-hmm. And then she took off. So then I thought maybe she was gonna go down there and get on over. So I went on and I followed her. Then this when she jumped on the interstate and she took off.
Moments later, Slidell PD received another call stating that the same woman, identified as 37-year-old Ashley Kennedy, had returned to Walmart, but this time the baby wasn't with her.
So I called back and she put the baby on the floorboard and took off, and I just don't want the baby to be like.
She just got involved in it.
Huh?
This is her here?
Yes.
Okay.
They're trying to help me because I'm trying to get the Shreveport and get the.
Hello, ma'am. Detective Williams.
Hi.
Okay, so she was involved in a hit and run from what the first dude was describing, and she also left the baby in the hot car. And the one said the floorboards. I'm like, floorboards of Walmart or floorboards of the car? Either way, crazy. But I was like, what floorboard? That sounds like a car, though.
Hey, you gotta come talk to me about a little incident you're involved in, all right?
Okay, can we?
No, ma'am.
Wait, we're finishing this.
No. You're gonna come with me right now. No.
I'm sorry, but I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Well, this is what's gonna happen. You're under arrest, okay?
Wait, what are you talking about?
Yep, you're under arrest.
Wait.
Don't
what
act
are you
up
talking
in here.
about? Wait.
Don't act up in here.
Okay.
You also reek of alcohol.
Sir, can you tell me what this is about?
Do you really want to? You really want to do this in here?
No, I like.
How about you face that way?
And tell me what this is about.
You're under arrest.
For what?
Turn around.
Can you tell me what this is for? Sir!
You're about to really.
Sir! I'm sorry, but could you tell me what this is for? I'm sorry, but what is this for?
Louisiana 291.
I'm sorry,
Echo
but
Lima
what
Zulu.
is this for? I didn't do anything. You must.
Positive regrets.
31 soil. 1 white female, 10 to 15.
I was like, what is this about?
I said, look, you have the right to remain
46
silent.
Steve,
Can we use
baby is
this
in the
for
car.
now?
Can you talk
You have the right
to
to
me?
attorney. If you do not have one it can be reported for you before any questioning. You understand?
Right, but what is
All right,
this
let's get
about? I don't understand what
46
this
is
is
a van
about.
locked.
All right, let's go.
No, ma'am,
What
I'm
is
in.
this about?
Do you want a
What
Katie
is
to
this
come check out the baby?
You're going to learn everything.
Just let her know, please do.
Okay. Can you tell me what's about now?
Where's your child at?
She's in the car
By herself?
with the car running.
You left your child in the car with the car running?
With it running.
How old is your child?
It's a month.
A month old?
Wow.
Oh, wow. 1 month old. Ma'am. I mean, all the ages are unacceptable as we have seen, but she is very casual. Like, what did I do wrong?
How far there now?
Yeah, I came in to get a money
Oh,
order,
my
and
goodness.
they sent me to another.
Did we have that vehicle?
It's right there.
Okay. There's a 1 month old in there by
Can you
herself.
please tell me what the
sit-
problem is?
Just set her, yeah.
I would be quiet.
Pat her down.
Can you tell me what the problem is?
I'm going to unlock my car. Will you slide everything that's
Yes.
inside over?
Responding officers find the baby in the parking lot and tell the other officers what he encountered upon arrival.
There's a 1 month old in that vehicle. Whoever's got that vehicle by itself. If you're with that vehicle, Moeller, secure the baby. Thank you.
I have the baby. Thanks.
Because he talked because he was mumbling. I couldn't hear him. So I said 10-9 because I couldn't hear him. I thought he was talking about something else about the car. Of course, I got the damn baby. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at him. Here he comes with his stupid ass haircut.
Y'all, it always trips me out. So they're out handling something. Poor baby. They out handling something, but it trips me out when the police, like, they be arguing or they have, like, something going on and we catch it on body cam. He said, stupid haircut. He's mad at his person.
Kevin, was this car running?
There was
I wonder, is that stupid haircut guy? Like, now I'm looking like, who has the stupid haircut?
Unbelievable. I mean, this isn't even the right seat for her. She's riding around. We get Katie in just to check the baby out. They're coming? Okay. She's drunker than Cooter.
Van, I'll give you 21.
It's ridiculous. The van's all beat the hell. I thought I just heard him. That's fire. I thought that was Moeller that keyed up, dude. I was like, what is he coming at me like that for? I thought it was because I had already.
Oh, I think this is stupid haircut guy. That looks like the haircut out of the 3 I've seen. That looks like the one. I don't know.
Said, I was like, yeah, I'm out with the baby. Call Acadian. Unreal.
And was the baby like real heavy sweat and everything? Or?
No, I mean the car was running with the air wasn't on.
The damage is consistent with
Dude, that car is.
This
car is trashed.
But this is consistent with the 100. It was by his driver, Wheel Wells. He said she came over on him from the right lane.
Oh, feel this. I'm sorry. That's why it felt like it wasn't running.
Oh,
how hot is that?
Oh my gosh.
It's not that the air's not
That's
running.
worse.
It's just hot.
You got to
Feel that. Literally, it's fucking heat.
Oh my gosh. So
yeah, it's turned to the.
this is way too hot, even just standing right here.
She had it turned all the way to the heat, or what?
Well, there's no way to.
There's no way to find out.
There's no way to.
at all.
It's different.
So
It's like
The
what,
girl-
2 years?
So what do we have so far? Drunk driving, hit and run with the baby. So accident, baby's in an incorrect car seat, 1-month-old baby. Then it's hot, it's Louisiana. The car is blowing hot air. So she left it running just to blow hotter air on the baby. Then you are in Walmart doing Lord knows what. That's so far. That's what we have.
You leave an infant in an unlocked and running car
In the middle of
in the parking lot.
parking lot. Yep.
You know, it's cruelty to a juvenile all the way.
Oh yeah.
And then Jason can throw the 100 on her.
It's Rachel.
Rachel. Okay, I got pictures for her too, just of the condition.
Okay.
It's great. It's great.
She's like, thank you. Somebody pick me
Yeah.
up.
Look, there you go.
That's all I wanted.
Look, this is what we found in the car.
So there's a bag there, and we'll bring this, I guess, with us, or whoever's taking it.
You know how long she was unattended in the car?
No.
You guys
It had
have
to be less than 30 minutes.
Walmart would have to look at their
It ain't
video
been
to
in
see
there
when she
too
came
long.
in versus,
Yeah, I was about to say.
She's hungry.
you know.
I bet that bottle is just a hot oatmeal at this point. That bottle's not going to be nothing, most likely. It's spoiled, I'm sure. I don't know how that works, but I would think it's spoiled.
Something special. Oh, look at that. Classic.
Classic.
Let's bring her out. We'll get her situated.
Do y'all want me to take the base too? I have the bases in the car. Okay.
They get in touch with somebody that's gonna come get them.
Yeah.
They might want the base because they're gonna. So
No, not my 2-year-old
that's
doesn't
what I
even
said.
sit in
My
a seat like
2-year-old.
that still. All the padding's missing out of it.
Oh, then the padding's not in the seat, so it's not even a soft surface for the baby. This is ridiculous. And like they said, leaving the baby at risk of being taken because the car is unlocked.
It's 93 degrees outside.
It's going to heat.
That car's
Yeah.
in it's hotter than
Ashley was taken to the police department where she was told about why she was being arrested and the welfare of the baby.
Okay. So I'll tell you where we're at so far in this. Okay. And then I'll answer any questions that you have. So we were originally called to Walmart this morning to check on the welfare of you and the child. Okay. Somebody had some concern. I don't know who that person is because I wasn't assigned to that call. All right.
I took my kid to Walmart, and these people were being very snotty to me.
Mhm.
Came up and like, her head's moving too much, because I'm being very snobby.
Mhm.
So I came back later, and I noticed one of the same people that I responded snobby to that was being snobby to me first. And I noticed that was the very girl. When I came back, they contacted police. Just to be blunt.
Okay. So after that incident.
So obviously, that had nothing to do with nothing. Hit and run, leaving your 1-month-old baby in a alone period in a hot car in the summer, no.
At Walmart, we get the report that your vehicle has been involved in a hit and run crash.
Okay, now that I've been trying to ask about. I do not know what in the world anybody's talking about, because a car came up and took off my side rear view.
Uh-huh.
I did not hit anybody's side rear view. I'm upset that somebody took mine
Oh,
off.
so you're saying somebody hit you, not that you hit somebody
Right,
else.
and I'm very, very upset about that, because I have no way how to track them down.
So
I have no way
can I ask you
to
this?
know how to fix that.
So can I ask you this? If you were so very concerned about somebody crashing into your car, why didn't you call us?
Because my number one concern was I had 0 miles per hour, like how you can hit the little button and it shows you how many miles you have, and it was on 0. So my first concern was get to Walmart, pick up the Walmart to Walmart, get the money, and put some gas in the car before you break down the side of the road. Then handle everything else.
Okay. So my concern.
But you weren't getting gas. You were parked in the normal part of the parking lot. You weren't getting gas, and we know obviously that's a lie. It's a lie. Let's start there. But you weren't even at the gas station.
problem with now speaking with you and having a little interaction with you is that I smell the odor of alcohol and alcoholic beverage coming from your person. Okay, so what I'm gonna, no problem. So what I'm gonna offer you now is the opportunity to do some field sobriety testing. Is that something that you want to do?
Explain, please, sir.
Okay, so there are 3 different tests that we use to gauge whether or not somebody is impaired.
Because I'm more concerned about my child, my money, and getting home.
Okay, so your child is safe. Okay, your child is going to be checked out
and
at a
when I bond
hospital.
out, oh, that was my question. Bond out, what do I do with my kid? Can I go pick up my kid?
Okay, so we have a couple different things that we're going to have to ask you and get through with your child, whether or not there is another guardian that can come take possession of the child. And if there's not, then we will be calling the Department of Child and Family Services.
There is a godmother.
Okay.
And there are some family members like that.
Okay, so and all of that's in the works. Those other officers are making sure that the welfare of your 1-month-old is okay. All right, and I'll have some more questions about that here in a little bit. But do you want to do field sobriety testing?
She is gone. And alcohol shows up differently in people, but I always think there's more than alcohol with a lot of these people I keep seeing on these body cams. I'm like, I feel like it's alcohol plus.
So I can determine whether or not you're impaired.
Can I ask you, they pick them up and then I pick them up from them? Is that how that goes?
Yes, ma'am. Eventually you would get your child back from the Department of Family Services.
And explain the other, please.
The other what?
Field sobriety thing.
Okay, so I'm asking you if you want to submit to field sobriety testing so I can determine whether or not you are impaired.
Okay, can you explain that to me?
Yes, ma'am. So there are 3 different tests that we do. One is an eye test, and the other are psychophysical tests. Okay, one is called a walk and turn, and the other one's called a 1-leg stand. Each one of them has a portion of instructions in the beginning of them. It would be probably not beneficial for me to go over all of the instructions right now before we start the test. The way that they are administered is that the instructions are given before each test before I do it. Yes, ma'am. You're going to walk 9 steps along here. Okay, leave your foot planted on the 9th step. Take a series of small steps, turn yourself around, and then walk 9 back in the same fashion that you took the first 9.
So, same count, just my back to you.
Yes, well, so I'll kind of be on the side of you. I won't be directly behind you the whole time.
Where you are now.
So you're going to walk 9 steps forward, turn around, and walk 9 steps back. Okay, so get back in the start position for me. Okay. And whenever you're ready, you may begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
First of all, my shoes are staying on. I'm not walking barefoot on these floors. Shoes stay on for me. I don't care if they're flip flops. We're gonna figure it out.
8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
All right.
Did I do it right?
All right. Okay, so what I'm going to ask you to do is to pick one leg off of the ground about 6 inches, and it doesn't matter which leg. You're going to hold that foot approximately 6 inches off the ground, pointing your toe forward, making your foot parallel like mine is. Don't do it yet. And with your arms down by your side, you're going to count 1001, 1002, 1003, so on and so forth until I tell you to stop. Okay? Do you have anything medically that you think would prohibit you from doing that?
Vertigo, a little bit. Not terrible.
Okay, so do you want to attempt the test or no?
It's 1 foot for how many seconds?
About 30 seconds. You would count 1001, 1002, 1003, so on and so forth until you're told to stop.
All right.
Okay, wait, give me 1 second. All right, are you ready?
Okay.
You may begin. Count out loud.
I'm sorry?
You need to count out loud like you were instructed to do, okay?
Can we restart? I thought you were going to count.
No, ma'am, I'm not going to count.
And I count to what number?
You keep counting in the fashion of 1001, 1002, 1003, so on and so forth until you're told to stop. Okay, do you understand the instructions?
Yes.
Do you have any questions about the instructions? Okay, you may begin.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010, 1011, 1012, 1013, 1014, 1015, 1016, 1017, 1018, 1019, 1020, 1021, 1022, 1023, 1024, 1025, 1026.
That's good.
So you do okay?
Come have a seat in this chair right here.
Ashley Kennedy was charged with hit and run, improper lane usage, cruelty to juveniles, third offense DWI, and child endangerment. Ashley Kennedy pled guilty and was convicted on third DWI and received a 5-year sentence with 4 years suspended and 1 year to be served on home incarceration with an ankle monitor. And she can only attend church, work, a driver improvement class, a substance abuse class, and doctor's appointments. And she will also have to have an ignition interlock device in the vehicle that she drives.
I think that's good. Good job. Good job. All of that. Cause she gonna mess up again. She going to jail. I mean, unless the substance program works for her. But with her not seeing what she did wrong right now, we shall see. Some people that go in recovery, they do great. But that was good. Yes, all of those things need to happen. Okay, we're going to our next set of parents. This is the mom and the dad. The mom, you'll see, because the recap is going to show a highlight, and you'll see how the mom is acting as if she's not in the wrong for this minivan door being wide open while they drive down the road. So I'll let y'all see, and we'll talk about it.
Unless he has proof, legitimate proof, that is a lie.
I would never endanger my children.
And I'm not saying you wouldn't.
He did. I will see you in court because that is not the truth. Shame on you. How dare you say I would try to hurt my children?
On August 27th, 2022, officers responded to a parking lot following a report of a woman driving with the backseat door open while her 2 children were inside.
How you doing, man? I'm David Chevrolet. Highway with the door open.
The door came open, and we did not do it on purpose. That's why I pulled over in the parking lot.
But the amount of time that the door was open. Was this the door that came open? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Just hang tight for 1 second, man. You can, if you need to crack this, you can. Yes, sir.
But nonetheless, the door swung open, and that's why I pulled over in this parking lot to close the door. I would never endanger my children. How dare you disrespect me in front of my children?
So we got to call that the van was traveling.
How dare they check on the safety of the children because someone reported seeing a minivan door wide the F open while y'all were driving? How dare they?
Southbound, and that the door was wide open and people could see kids inside, so it comes off. You know what?
It was an
my kids are safe, sir.
Sir?
My kids are safe.
Right.
Is there like something wrong with that? You're good, man. Just take that. You can point it out.
Don't answer any questions. Do not.
Yeah, he's hanging tight.
Just sit in the car and close the door, please.
Yes, sir. Did y'all say something was? Is there something wrong with the light?
Yes, it is, and that's why we're going to the auto shop to get it fixed right now.
Okay.
The door came open, and then I pulled over in this parking lot to close it. He's saying that the door was open a long time ago, so unless he has proof, legitimate proof, that is a lie. So, and that's why I pulled over in this parking lot.
Okay, you can be loud with him, but I'm talking to you nicely. Like I said, I'm figuring out what's going on. I just got here. Okay. Where did you say the door came open at?
Coming down this road, coming right down this road. And then when it came open, I pulled over to close the door, and that's when he pulled up behind me.
Okay.
So let's say I said on video camera.
Well, we have a witness that called in. That's what we're saying.
That is not the case, and
I don't think anybody would just randomly call for a door open.
The door has issues, sir.
Yeah, and I'm not disagreeing. If the door has issues, that's one thing.
What's subject to the problem?
This is his stop. I don't know what. I'm just going off of what the call was. I'm making sure everything's fine. Kids are in seatbelts.
Yeah, they are in seatbelts. I would never endanger my children.
And I'm not saying you wouldn't.
He did.
You don't have to make this out of.
No, you're good, man. You're good. Like I said, I'll speak to him. Like I said, we're just going off a witness that called in saying the door was open traveling down the roadway. So just hang tight for a second.
What's going on?
I'm waiting for him. Like I said, I'm just standing by him, his partner.
So hot, man. Can I open this door, please?
I can't have you open up the door. I'm gonna have this one open. I understand, man. But just for now, we just gotta hang tight. Just see what's going on. Ma'am, how long have you been having problems with the door? If you don't mind me asking.
I do, and I'm not answering any more questions. Okay. Sir, what's taking so long? It's hot out here.
I get it taught, but they're talking, so I don't know what's going on.
I'm about to get out so I can find out what's going on. That's why
don't get out now because.
What?
I'm telling you, because he has you pulled over, you can't get out. Danny, she's trying to get out of the vehicle.
What's going on, man? You don't tell me to stay in my vehicle. Yes, I do. I don't think so. I'd like to know what's going on. All right. There's no incident. Door came open and pulled over. Y'all got to think for giving out some money right? This is the court system, right? Give me my ticket so I can go through. Okay. We also need to get the information that agents need. I don't think so. Yes, you're not going to do it for me. All right. We need to call Child Protective Services about this. So we need to get that. No, I don't think so.
What seems to be the problem?
What do you think is the problem?
The door unhatched.
Okay, I'm not arguing with you guys about it, okay? You need to sit here and wait. All right, there is a criminal investigation that's going on, okay? You understand that? For what? About the door coming open while there are children in the vehicle. We are mandated reporters to have to call Child Protective Services and let them know that this happened because there's children in the vehicle. Whether it was a mistake or not, okay? We have to let them know. Okay? So we need their ages and their names to get to Child Protective Services. We absolutely have to get that information. And if you don't give us that information, then we will charge you with obstruction. Are you going to give us that information? No. Okay. Then we'll charge you with that.
Excuse me. Now, before I even get this far, once we give you the information, right, does that mean we can, y'all calling them, then we can leave, and then we could call them ourselves and straighten the story out? What happened?
Okay, so the way that it works
Yes.
is that, we call Child Protective Services, we let them know what's going on, and then they'll get our side of things, and then we'll talk to you guys, and they'll do their own investigations in case people are in danger. We're not trying to say, oh, you guys were doing horrible things to these children. It's our job to report it to Child Protective Services.
It's possible you can stand right here while I open up the door so the cigarette won't be bad on the kids, man.
There's so many things happening. He gets on my nerves because he is more concerned about smoking than what's going on. I just let it keep going before I point it out. I'm gonna let them say it first and I'll talk about that. But the mom is not making this any better. Your door was open. You have a door with issues that doesn't latch. Someone saw a random minivan with a door open and they could clearly see kids. This is what you're supposed to do when people say, hey, if an adult sees something, protect the kids. Make sure they're good. That's what somebody did.
I'm just going to crack it, man. I usually don't do that, but you're being cooperative. So like I said, I'll work with you if you work with me. Is this the first time it's happened with the kids in the car? Is the door? Okay.
All right. Now, y'all heard that. The police officer says, is this the first time this happened with the kids in the car and the door opening? He said, yes. Listen to their answers and story later about that door.
Usually I have it tied up.
Yeah.
Okay. First time it's happened, but usually he has the door tied up. Why do you usually have to have the door tied up if this is the first time the door has done this?
What you can see is then like.
In social services, they know that our car is having issues.
Okay.
So it's not like they don't know. So
how does social services already formally know they have a car that has issues if this is the first time?
You guys need to report it, then it's not like they don't know that we have issues with this car. This is our
I mean, we'll make them aware too that you're going to get it fixed too.
Yeah.
Like I said, we're not trying to make things hard on y'all, but at the same time, we have a job to do.
Right. Well, I'm just protective when it comes to my children. And
no, and you're a mother. You should be 100%. 100%. I don't blame you. But at the same time, when somebody sees you driving down the road, and they may have saw it literally right after it happened. Yeah. It could have been in less than 5 minutes it happened.
I'm pretty sure it was, because as soon as it happened, I was trying to find somewhere to pull over.
So when we get that call, we just have to literally make contact. If we see it open, make sure everything's fine. But if you're going to get it fixed, then that plays a big deal too.
It's not social services know about this car. Hell, they're the ones that said they didn't want to get eviction in the car.
Because at the end of the day, it can be a safety hazard. And I know you know that. It can be a safety matter. Like,
yeah, this is the first time it happened.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I wouldn't.
Yeah. Of course, it would play a whole different deal if the kids were in seatbelts and this was open. That would have been looked at a lot different.
They was hanging out the side.
Yeah.
I never would do that.
No, because you'd be surprised how many people we pull over and the kids aren't in seatbelts.
Oh, my goodness.
I have a question for you, though. If it was a Wrangler Jeep, because it has no doors on it also, would you pull us over also?
So I'd have to look into.
Okay, so He asked if it was a Jeep Wrangler. You know, the Jeep Wranglers, you can remove the roof, the doors, and all that. They have been pulled over. Now, I'm like the cop. I see why you're asking that question because Jeep Wranglers do get to drive without the doors. But one, I think the main thing is a Jeep Wrangler is already expected to not have doors. So then you're expected to have extra precautions if you're going to drive knowingly without the doors that can be removed on Jeep Wrangler. The minivan is not expected to unexpectedly have a door open that a child can then fly out of. That's my thing, and that's the difference. It's Jeep Wranglers manufactured to operate that way. This is a bad malfunction on a minivan that is not expected to operate that way. So that's where I would be with it. But, you know, if they had a good defense attorney, could they argue that? I don't know. But that's my logic behind it.
To that, I would, but with it being that's the specified vehicle and that's the vehicle make, obviously. I mean, most of them, yeah, you can take the doors off. Most of them have the half door. With that vehicle make, I see what you're saying, but at the same time, the vehicle's made for this door to be closed. Just as our vehicles, the door is meant to be closed. The door is meant to be closed. It has to be closed. I get what you're saying, though. What you say?
State law. The door has to be closed. It has to be closed by state law.
The door, while operating the vehicle and traveling. So for these, yeah, the doors have to be closed. You can't drive down the roadway with the door open.
Yeah, well,
I understand.
nobody was trying to do that.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm just saying in general.
Like you said, same as a Wrangler.
Yeah, I mean, you got a point, but at the same time, it's how the vehicles are made. But I get what you're saying.
I like a T. I like a T on T-Rex. 3 wheels.
All right, y'all just hang tight, okay? They'll be done soon. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Forehand, here's your driver's license. So I've got some citations for you. These are your copies. So you're going to be cited 3 times today. You're going to be cited for reckless driving. That's driving with the door open. And they're going to have 2 citations for contributing.
Okay, so y'all see, she calmed down in the sense of she's not like just how she was when the video first started. Unfortunately, things re-escalate because she doesn't like that she's getting cited for.
Copies. So you're going to be cited 3 times today. You're going to be cited for reckless driving. That's driving with the door open. And they're going to have 2 citations for contributing to the delinquency of a minor, 1 for each child. All right. So this is all.
What does that mean, contributing to a delinquency of a minor?
So putting them in danger. Okay. So you've got a court date of September 14th at 8:15. That's going to be.
So you charged me with putting my children in danger on purpose. When you know what I told you, the door swinging open by itself by accident, you still charge your mother for putting her children in danger. Yes, I listened to what you said. Right. And yes, I will see you in court because that is not the truth.
Okay. Well, we've got information that the doors were open all the way from Short Lane. You guys were in the gas station up there. You left the gas station. The door.
Oh, we got a distance. It's not just someone saw them while they were already driving. They saw them where they had stopped at somewhere else. Then wherever they are now, from that point to this point, the door was open. They must have a thick DCFS case file. They must, because the fact that DCFS already knows they have a car with a lot of issues and some other stuff, and they got clocked on how long that door was open. I'll rewind it just a little bit because I interrupted as he was describing it. Hold on.
Court, because that is not the truth.
Okay. Well, we've got information that the doors were open all the way from Short Lane. You guys were in the gas station up there. You left the gas station. The doors were open all the way down 17. I saw you with the door open, and then when I pulled out, that's when you closed the door and pulled into here. So I'm going to give you your court date, and then we'll talk about it in court. Okay. So September 14th, 8:15 here in Gloss County Court. That's going to be your counsel determination for all 3 of these. I won't be there at this one. This is just going to be for you to tell the court if you have an attorney or you need them to provide you for an attorney. And then they'll set you a trial date, a hearing date that we will all be in court. Okay? So these are your copies of all 3. All the information on here is correct. So what I need from you is I need you to sign all 3 of these. It's not an admission of guilt. It's just saying that you understand that you have a court date and that you'll appear at those court dates. Okay? So I'll give it to you one at a time. I'll give it to you one at a time because they're carbon copied. So right here at the X, okay?
Shame on you.
Hold on. Hey, ma'am.
Shame on you.
Don't snatch from me, okay?
Shame on you for trying to say that will hurt my children.
Listen, I need you to settle down, okay?
I'm sorry, but shame on you for having your car door open from the time y'all got gas until the time y'all see the police officer pull out behind y'all, and then you pull over to close the door. That's a lot of air. You got it on that door's open. That's a lot. Because when I have an extra window down, I'm like, I can't breathe. There's too much going on with the air flowing through. Man, that's shame on you. Like, that's not, they have to, this is what they should be making sure the kids are safe while they're driving and stuff like that.
I need you to settle down.
How dare you say I would try to hurt my children?
We'll talk about it in court, but you need to settle down right now. Okay?
You expect me to settle down?
Miss Forehand?
Miss Forehand.
You have to settle down.
You said I was trying to hurt my children?
I didn't say you were trying to hurt your children.
That's pretty much what you wrote me a ticket for.
Miss Forehand?
No.
You need to calm down.
Hold on, I'm trying to see if they got her. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I'm trying to see her name. Cause I'm gonna look it up later to see. Her last name is Forehand.
Forehand?
Miss Forehand.
I'm gonna have to come back later and see. Did they write her name down? I'm coming back. I'm coming back later to see if I can find her full name.
Settle down.
You said I was trying to hurt my children?
I didn't say you were trying to hurt your children.
That's pretty much what you wrote me a ticket for.
Miss Forehand?
No.
You need to calm down, or we're gonna have social services come up here to deal with the kids.
Settle down. Just sign the paper
in front of the kids.
Drive. Give me the paper.
So I need you to do this a certain way because they're carbon copy, and I don't want you to sign through them, okay? Just one at a time. Right here on the X on this one. We're going to do it 3 times. You can't sign on top of them because it'll go through, okay? So sign right here, the X.
No.
It's not an admission of guilt.
That's what it sounds like to me.
It's not an admission of guilt. It's just saying that you will go to court. That's all. It's just stating that you promise to appear in court. That is it, okay? The pen is right there. You put the pen down.
Give me the pen.
Ma'am, you put the pen
I got the pen. Give me the paper so I can sign it, please.
Ma'am, you gotta calm down.
Listen, you got to calm down.
These niggas trying to lie like you and put them in danger.
You got one more time before we have social services come here.
No.
Okay? Are you going to settle down so you can sign these summonses? It's the only time I'm going to ask you.
Give me the paper.
So give me the clipboard.
You're allowed to be upset. You're just not allowed to act like this.
Just sign
I can
on the
act
X.
anywhere I want to. You don't control me.
Not in front of your kids. Not on tap stuff.
You just pretty much said enough in front of my children. Just give me a paper, please.
Sign right there on the X. Same place on the X.
Is he licensed to drive?
Miss Forehand, she asked you a question. Is he licensed to drive?
I drive my vehicle.
Same place on the X.
I was asking because if you're this upset, maybe he should. That's what I was asking.
Okay, sure. You can drive. Yeah,
As long
he's
as he's
licensed. But if you need to run something, no, I'll drive it. Because we've been sitting here long enough and my children are hot.
I think he's already been.
Okay, then he can drive. Excuse me. This car was just in an accident 1 day ago. The door opened by accident. I would never have my door open for my children to fall out or put them in breakfast. Instead of you taking my word, you decide to take me to court. What's your name?
Deputy Sewell. It's all on the ticket.
Good.
Okay?
This is the one you ran already. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I apologize for any misconception. She's mad.
She's upset.
Understand.
I understand
She's
upset.
a mother.
She's allowed to be upset.
I understand she's upset.
Like,
all right, drive safe.
All right, you're going to need to subpoena that lady from his services as a witness.
Yes.
Because her story said
Yeah.
Later, officer.
So as you see, she was not arrested. She just did a lot. But y'all, I thought when I first watched this video, I thought it skipped to another thing in my list to watch. This is the same woman. This is a different time of the day. Same woman got caught shoplifting, y'all.
Officers were dispatched to Walmart after receiving a report of the same woman shoplifting with one of her children.
Hi. Hi. I need to speak with you again.
For what?
And if you want to send him over to the car, I can talk to just you by yourself. It's because something happened at Walmart. We don't need him to hear it.
Okay. What happened at Walmart?
Do you want to send him with the others?
No. Why?
Foster, it's going to be Kendra Forehand again.
For what?
That's her name, Kendra Forehand. Okay. Kendra Forehand, y'all. I'm gonna see what happened. Well, I'm not gonna be able to see much, but I'm gonna try to see what happened.
Ma'am, I will talk to you, but I just don't want to do it in front of your child, okay?
Do what?
Miss Forehand, I will speak to you, okay? And it's going to be just me and you. But we're going to wait until, and then I'm going to let you leave. I just have to speak to you real quick. And it's about something at Walmart.
Okay? At Walmart?
Mm-hmm.
Are you kidding me?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Ma'am, why don't you
Got
tell
through
me
their
what's
park
going
on, I
on?
believe, aisle 4. What's that?
Excuse me, wait a minute.
Miss Forehand, I told you I would talk to you. I just don't want to do it in front of your child, okay?
So you want to arrest me for something
I'm not going to arrest you. I'm not going to arrest you.
So what do you need to speak
I
to
just
about?
need to speak to you, and I don't want to do it in front of your
Speak to me
child.
right now.
Okay. Then I'll speak to you right now, in front of your child, which is what I was trying to avoid earlier. However, you have now been banned from Walmart. You are absolutely not allowed to come back. If you come back, you will be charged with trespassing, and they're probably going to charge you with larceny because they have you on record as stealing through self-checkout. Okay? Okay? Now you've been told, so if you come back, you'll be trespassed. Okay. Understood?
Noted.
Can't come back.
I'm fine.
I'm sorry. Good. You're welcome to leave now. I told you I wasn't going to arrest you.
Give me your hand, please. Leave.
I'm at Walmart.
Don't follow behind me.
We're not going to. If you want to have her walk towards the car, I will speak to you by yourself.
What's going on?
Walmart.
Again. This is ridiculous.
Walmart asked us to respond. I had no idea who I was responding to, and they've asked for her to be trespassed. She's no longer allowed to be on the property, and she's not allowed to come back. If she comes back, she will be charged with trespassing, and that is because there's going to be an open case for larceny.
For larceny? What did she steal?
I don't know that. I didn't get those particulars because you guys were leaving, so I had to come and catch her. Mr. Smith, I don't know. It's not that I won't tell you, so I don't know.
I think Abby wanted to tell you guys something. I think they did steal something.
Okay, we'll just have to add it to whatever case you guys are working.
She was eventually arrested and charged with shoplifting or altering merchandise under $1,000 and contributing to the delinquency of a minor.
Again, contributing to the delinquency of a minor. She's over there fussing at the other cop. You're going to have me go to court instead of taking my word for it that I would not endanger my children, blah, blah, blah. Now you shoplifting with the same kids. But you mad about the citation of contributing to the delinquency of a minor when you had that minivan door wide open, and then you do it again to the point where the cop from the previous stop recognizes you. They're like, oh, I know who this is. I have to tell her I'm not targeting her. Walmart's calling about her shoplifting through self-checkout. Guilty. I am unique. Man. Okay, we're going to the next one. Again, please, if you haven't, please like the live as you're already in here so you don't forget, and chat it up with me so I can stay in your algorithm, please. This next mother, I'm definitely calling, probably there's some mental health issues. She's also, I just feel bad for the child. You're going to hear the child cry. I'm telling you now, it's a little boy. I can't remember his age. She would not give them the child's name to help out. She possibly is living out of this car. I'm not sure, but I think she said something about living out the car, being homeless. She's not helping. She's like, just take me to jail. She don't want to get fingerprinted. She don't really care like about them. I don't really feel like she kind of cared about them taking her child. I don't know if it's one of those like, it doesn't matter what happens at this point because I'm at my lowest low, but this is about to be a lot. So I'm just warning you now. Okay. All right. So here we go.
I have to come get him.
Please, give me him. He has a cut. Give me your kid. He has a cut on his eye. Give me him.
I understand.
On July 8th, 2024, police responded to a car accident in which a mom with no license brutally rear-ended another car with her child inside.
What's going on?
And the child was not buckled in, I think he was supposed to have a car seat. I don't think he was buckled in or had a car seat, if I'm not mistaken.
Who's in the car? Just you?
No.
Huh? Who else is in the car?
I don't know if y'all can see, but when y'all see this car, like it's bad on how hard she hit whoever she rear-ended.
I gotta go to jail.
Stop. Let me see the baby. Stop.
Take me to jail.
Stop. Just sit down, ma'am. Let me see the baby. Stop.
Okay, you have him. Take me to jail.
Hey, buddy. Buddy, are you okay? And 260. Start me additional, please. Hey, ma'am. Come here. Come here. Ma'am, come here. Ma'am, come here. You're not in trouble. Come here. Take a seat right here.
I know, but I need to call.
Take a seat. Take a seat.
I need to call.
Okay, I need you to relax for me, ma'am. Take a seat. Thank you.
I'm sorry. Just give me a hug.
Ma'am, stop. Don't shake your baby like that. He was just in an accident. Please get off of him. Okay.
At least, can I hold him?
But we don't know what's wrong with him. Okay, wait till fire rescue comes here. Buddy, just remain calm for me, okay? All right? Ma'am, I need you to remain calm. Just take a seat on the curb. Ma'am. Can you watch your baby for a second?
I can't. You told me not to touch him.
Okay, come here. Just hold him like this. Don't shake him. Just hold him like this. Okay, give me 1 second.
Minor injuries just for Syria.
Y'all have to come get him. Somebody has to come get him.
Face, give me him. He has a cut. Give me your kid.
I just want to say, I have to let y'all know now of what I know about the ending. They weren't going to arrest her. I need y'all to understand they actually had no intention of arresting her. She was going to get cited for a few things, but I can't remember if they're in Florida, but they were not going to arrest her. So just look at all her actions, knowing that the police actually were not there to try to arrest her.
He has a cut on his eye. Give me him.
I understand.
Okay, so give me your kid. Let me see your kid. Okay, buddy.
Y'all gonna do it if y'all gotta do it.
Take a seat.
Just take me, bro.
You got your driver's license on you, ma'am?
No, I don't have nothing. I have nothing, bro. I have nothing.
You have an ID?
I have nothing, bro. I have nothing, bro. I have nothing. Can you just take me to state, please? Take me to county. I have nothing, sir.
Is this vehicle registered to you?
Yes, it's registered to me.
What's your first name? Ma'am, what is your first name?
Sir, please. I'm going to be honest with you. Y'all can look up my license plate and find that. Right now, I need to figure out where my child is going to go. So I'm sorry if I can't give you the answers that you need or that you want. And I know you don't give a fuck. You have a million cases on this a day. But please, just give me some time to figure out where my kid is going to go.
All they want is her name, and later they will ask her child's name. They don't want a lot from her.
I don't have a first name. I don't have a last name. I don't have nothing. If you want my name, look up the fucking license plate or some shit. Y'all have other ways to do it. But please, just let me figure out where my kid is going to go.
And
let me figure it out,
What part of me being here is not allowing you to do that?
Bro, you asking me all these questions, bro. I'm trying to focus on you, and I'm trying to focus on him crying, bro. Just give me a second, yo. Please, dog. Please give me a second. Please, dog. Bro.
I strongly feel like this would have been enough for me to instantly ask. I don't think the child should go back with her, basically, and not in this state, because this crazy crash, he wasn't even properly seated in the car to begin with. And then all of this, and you're trying to get away from the child, I guess is what it looks like to me. I would just be like, maybe we should have someone else come in and evaluate if the child needs to be with her in this state of mind, because this doesn't seem good. And for them, they were just trying to get the information to cite her and still let her leave with that child. But I don't think that would be good. Like, I feel like, I don't know, just keep social services involved. It does seem like that's what she's trying to get. Like, she wants the break, I think they should pay attention to that, because then later there's stories about moms and the children not making it and stuff like that. I think they should pay attention to that.
It's okay, buddy.
We hope it's going to be okay.
What's her first name? Is your first name Sarah? Is your first name Sarah?
No.
What is it? Look, Dr. Hank. Ma'am.
I need to feel safe. Before you come to me and asking me, please just help me feel safe. I don't feel safe.
How can I help you feel safe?
I don't feel safe. I don't know. I've never been in this before. I don't know.
What's your child's name?
It's 12 of y'all, bro. It's so many of y'all.
Yes,
I don't know in my child. I know I'm in trouble. I get it.
Why
I know
would you
I'm
be
in
in trouble?
But give me a second, bro.
Why would you be in trouble? There's a lot of us here because there's a child involved. It's called a car accident for a reason, okay?
I just gotta get help. Once my baby is off of the scene, then I could speak to y'all clear-minded.
Okay.
But I don't want my child in protective services, CPS, DCF. I don't want him to get taken by y'all and I never see him again. So please, I need to get someone here on the scene that could advocate to take him. Please, just give me that.
Do you have a mom, a dad?
No, I don't have.
Do you have anybody around here that can?
Oh, you pushing it, friend. You pushing
Ma'am,
it.
what's your name?
Pushing it.
What's your name?
You pushing it.
No, we're trying to figure out what's going on, but you're not telling us.
Okay, because I don't know.
You don't know your name?
I don't know.
You don't have an ID?
No, I don't know my name. I don't have I have nothing, bro. Just give me a second, yo.
There's you're done with seconds. So we either need your ID or you're going to be going to jail.
I knew that. I knew that.
You knew that for what?
That from jump.
From jump for what? What are you so worried? It's a car accident.
Bro, it's a car accident, friend. It's a car accident.
Yes, I work plenty of them. He works plenty of them.
My kid is with me. He's bleeding out his face.
Okay,
bro.
and we have fire rescue coming. We're trying to get your information.
Thank you for that. I appreciate you for having fire rescue coming. But if I don't have no family member on the fucking scene, y'all are going to take him wherever y'all want to take him.
We don't take
and
kids.
I will never see him ever again.
Okay.
So just let me get my peoples on the scene so I have a fighting mechanism. Because right now it's about 30 y'all versus me. And yes, I'm over exaggerating for sure. But it's a lot of y'all. I'm overwhelmed, and I want to make sure that there are people here that could advocate for me, just like y'all are advocating for each other. Give me 1 second.
Your child's not going to go nowhere until we have your information.
Okay, bet. That's even.
They never once took her phone away from her. She could have been making a phone call. I think she was about to say the truth a second ago when she was about to say there's no one she can call. But then she keeps saying, let me call someone that'll advocate for me and all this other stuff. You have a phone in your hand. They never took the phone out of her possession. She could call whomever she has a number for. She could be calling them. She's not trying to call anyone, in my opinion, from what I saw.
Better. Thank you. That's even better, bro.
They're not being handed over to we don't take kids. We help people. But we can't help you until you give us your information.
Yes.
And you are not doing that. That you can get in trouble for.
Yes. I know that. I understand that.
She's scrolling on her phone, and from her phone screen, it doesn't look like she's scrolling through contacts. I just want y'all to know. I know y'all can't see her phone, but y'all know how it looks when you look through your recent calls or your contacts. That's not the screen she's scrolling on. She's scrolling on her screen, but that's not what it is.
Ma'am, do you need EMS? You don't need EMS. Okay.
Just take me wherever you got to take me.
Okay.
You get her name? I'm assuming she's an RO, Sarah or something, but she's not giving. I don't know what kind of mental state she's in.
I was ready for them to. Okay, the scream's louder than this if I put her down. So.
All right. Seems like he's
no car seat.
No car seat? All right.
When we found him, he was in between the back seat.
Okay. Hi. Come here, Bubba. Hey, what's your name?
We're gonna go with them.
What's your name? Hey.
Okay.
What's your name?
Where's mom and dad? In the car still?
Yeah.
Are they able to get out?
Yes.
Guess he what? They found him. You found him where?
He was in between the back seat and the front seat.
Wasn't car seated. So I guess he was not where he was supposed to be.
No car seat at all.
And is that the parent in there? And where's the driver? Is that them sitting in the passenger seat?
Yes.
Okay.
Buddy, you're gonna go with them for a minute, okay?
What's your name, buddy? Hello. Is he? He's on autistic, right? So
It's okay.
I got you, baby.
I don't know. Y'all gonna take me to jail? What we doing? What we doing?
We're trying to help you, but you're
okay. How y'all gonna help? How can y'all help me?
We're trying to start a process here to work a crash scene.
Bro,
we need names. We need information.
Bro, I don't have no names. I have no.
You have a name.
My child is in the back of an ambulance.
Because you were involved in an accident.
My point exactly.
Yeah. So
what are y'all gonna do with me? Am I gonna get in y'all? Okay, well I'll go in custody with y'all if y'all take me. So I don't know. I've never been in an accident. I don't
Listen
know.
to me. Can you stop talking?
No, because I don't want nothing to happen unexpected. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of y'all.
I'll get my rap
I'm scared as
you won't
fuck.
ID yourself. Stop.
That's fine.
I'm gonna use the control. Not worth it. Use control.
That's fine.
I'll get a rapid ID out. We'll ID her that way.
This didn't even have to fucking happen.
I know it didn't have to happen. Y'all could do it, but I was waiting for y'all to do it. It was y'all. Because this is what happens. This is what it is, bro. This is what it is. This is what it is. This is EMS captain. I'm sorry. I have nothing. I have nothing. I don't know about my child. I don't know.
You stop moving.
This is the thing too. Like they just want the child's name, information about the child, who can help the child. She won't give them the child's name again, and I think they're going to have a sideline conversation about how they actually didn't want to. There was nothing that they actually needed to arrest her for. The stuff that they observed for the crash, it was all citation worthy for them, which I was surprised at. I thought it was instant arrest for some of this stuff, but they were just citation. That's where they were. They was like, we need to cite her.
Okay, bro. I'm hoping he's okay. I'm hoping. Can y'all talk to me somewhere else? I'm on the middle of my. This is a lot.
You did this to yourself. It's pretty shitty you won't give us your kids' name. We've been involved in an accident. Great parenting.
You think you take care of it? Take care of it. You think it's so damn easy? You have an easy job. What are we talking about? What are we talking about, bro? Man.
I don't think the child should be released back into her custody. I think there needs to be some social services interventions, some evaluations, because those statements like that, you think it's so easy to take care of them. Your job's easy. Go ahead and take them and all that stuff. That makes me wary. I don't like stuff like that.
I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to talk about it. If y'all gonna take me to jail, take me to jail. Do whatever y'all gotta do. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Take me wherever y'all need to take me. I'm tired of standing out here explaining to y'all all of this shit, bro.
You haven't explained
It's a lot. It's a lot, bro. Y'all seen it. I ran into the back of somebody. Y'all seen it.
Okay.
Y'all seen it, bro.
It's a car accident.
Bro, I have a kid in there. Did y'all see a car seat? Anybody saw a car seat?
Tell me anything about him at
Nobody saw a car seat. So then that's just it, bro. I don't want to tell you nothing about him. Y'all will find that. Y'all will figure it out. If not, come find me, bro.
Are you worried about a car
God
seat?
bless him. I'm worried about going to jail.
Over what?
Okay, did y'all just hear that? Now, this is my third time watching it. I didn't hear that the first time. She said, God blessed him. Y'all saw he didn't have a car seat. They said she rear-ended someone very harshly. So now I'm like, were you trying to take your child out? Because now hearing what she's saying, I'm like, did you hit that person on purpose, knowing your child had no car seat and just hoping something happened?
Because there's no car seat.
You know all that is.
There's no car seat.
Let me talk. You know all that is in the state of Florida is a ticket?
Yes. Do you know I don't have money to afford a ticket? Do you know that? So do you know after a while I'm gonna get issued a warrant? A warrant? I'm going to jail. I'm going to fucking jail.
Hold up.
Please take me.
Hold
I
up.
don't want to explain.
Just listen.
I have erratic issues. I go off. I go crazy. I don't want to explain.
But nobody here said they were going to issue a ticket.
I don't want to
Nobody
explain.
said that.
I don't want to explain.
Do you understand that?
I'm going through a lot.
Tell us your son's name.
No, bro. Just take me wherever you need to take me.
Why can't you tell me your
Take
son's
me
name?
because I don't want to, bro. I don't need y'all to know who I am. I don't need y'all to know who he is.
Well, we're gonna find out who you are in a second.
Exactly. So just find out when you find out, bro. Just take me, bro. Take me, please, bro. Y'all don't pull my damn scarf off. Y'all don't get all of that extra shit, bro. Take me.
Hold on. Just listen.
I have erratic issues. I go off. I don't want to explain.
But nobody here said they were going to issue a ticket. Nobody said that.
I don't want to explain.
Do you understand that?
Can you
just tell us your son's name?
No, bro. Just take me wherever you need to take me.
Why can't you tell me your son's name?
Because I don't want to, bro. I don't need y'all to know who I am. I don't need y'all to know who he is.
Well, we're going to find out who you are in a second.
Exactly. So just find out when you
out,
find bro. Just take me, bro. Take me, please, bro.
Can someone go by her address and figure out?
Y'all done get all of that.
Hold on. Hey. You want to go drive by her address?
Yeah. I don't have a house. I don't have a goddamn house. How about y'all call the LOUISIANA and ask them, can they find a fucking bed for me? How about that?
That's where I was like, okay, she's homeless because she's saying, I don't have a house. Call that center to find a bed. That's why I was like, okay, she's homeless. And I'm like, yep, at her wit's end, wanted to go to jail. I didn't realize she possibly was purposely trying to take her child out of this world until she said, didn't y'all see there's no car seat? God blessed him or the Lord blessed. She said something like that.
How about that? I'm not going nowhere. What the hell? Y'all think I'm dumb enough to run for y'all? With fucking things on my back?
Dumb enough to not give us your fucking name. Dumb enough to talk yourself in the handcuffs.
Y'all can find that shit yourself, bro. No. What is that? What is that?
Stop.
What is it? What is it? A fingerprint?
Yes.
Y'all are crazy, bro.
We're not crazy.
Y'all are.
We're just trying to do our job, and you're resisting us for some reason.
Y'all must
I need a first
take me to the station without a fingerprint. That's just crazy, bro. That shit is so fucking crazy. And it feel like it's on stage, bro. Y'all, it's wiggling off. I'm a good person because I'm telling y'all.
Well, you just put your finger on it?
Off. I'm a good person, so I'm telling y'all.
Can you just extend your...
I'm a good person, so I'm telling y'all. Please, hey, look.
What is your deal?
Y'all mean as hell.
We're just trying to help you. You're like resisting us for no reason at all.
Because I'm telling y'all, just take me to a station. I would tell y'all anything. Damn.
All right, grab it.
Stop.
Grab this one.
Get down.
No, I did this one.
I still got fight in me. Look.
For no reason.
Yes, because y'all doing a lot. Y'all are doing a lot. Y'all are doing a lot.
We're just trying to do our job.
And I'm telling y'all, can y'all, is there any family that can around your child? Can they sit me in the car? I will give them my finger willingly. Can they
we need it right here, right now.
Can I sit in the car?
It already restarted. It takes so long.
Yes, it restarted. I'm moving my finger.
I'm not talking to you.
I know. But I'm okay. Do you have any family that you want around your child that can be at the hospital? Yes, bro. You gotta give me a second so I can see.
God, lady, you're so retarded.
What
is your problem?
Just tell them to calm.
What is your problem?
Just calm down.
No.
Just calm down.
You need to cooperate with us.
Bruh, y'all are needing something from me, and y'all putting me through hell for it.
Because you won't
cooperate. What if my hand break off? What y'all gonna do? It's not gonna break off. Come on, bruh. He breaking my fingers. You don't hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you can't see what's happening, she keeps scrunching her fingers up to not get fingerprinted so they can identify her. She's making this really, really, really difficult.
Because she's a shitty parent.
No, it's not about me being in charge, bro. Fuck. Y'all not listening to me. Nobody wants to listen to me, bro.
Hey, put her in mine. Put her in mine. Because she's going to jail.
Yes, sit me in my car, and I will tell y'all. Bro, sit me wherever y'all got to sit me, bro. Y'all got me in the middle of the fucking street in front of everybody. I am a dumbass, and I'm slow as fuck, and I hope y'all get that. I hope y'all fucking get that.
Hey, just can you pull her out and search for evil? And but I can write her the ticket.
Write me all the fucking tickets. Y'all
Don't worry
fucking
about
write
the
me.
WLS ticket. I got that.
No,
Yeah, I'll do the car seat ticket.
There's more though.
Are you causing all these problems because your license is suspended?
Yes, that's exactly that.
We know that. What is a ticket? Is that what you're fighting about? Is over a ticket? All that for a ticket. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life.
It is. Take me.
For what though?
Take me.
You could have got a ticket and
Sir, you don't know me personally, so just stay in there, bro.
You're causing all these problems by yourself.
Okay, bet. And you don't think I want these problems? You think I caused them for no reason? You don't think I want these problems?
Yeah, you do want these problems.
Exactly. That's why it's happening. I could have just gave y'all my name.
You could have. I don't know what your deal is.
Not listening, bro. Who looked up
Is she signal 20?
Possibly. I don't know.
See, I'm glad they asked at the end. Hold on, let me see if I can Google it. Hold on. Okay, yeah, because they asked was she signal 20. Signal 20 in the state of Florida typically indicates a mental illness. So yeah, I'm like, because somebody has to see that there is something going on with this woman.
What? Trying to use my ID or my rapid ID on her, putting her fingers on it. That's a problem. All this over a suspended driver's license. Nonsense. Yeah, nonsense. You just get the notice to appear for that? You get a ticket. Go on about your way. For nothing.
Okay, it says her charges were child neglect, driving with license suspended, resisting, and failure to identify. Lord Jesus. Okay, that one's probably the worst as far as a mental health issue. Seems very obvious, and keep that child away from that woman until we need some intervention. But this one, this mom, I don't know where she was, but her kids and her kids' friends was cutting up in the hotel. And she was told to just leave. Y'all gotta leave the hotel. The other guests are complaining. You just can't stay here. Instead of leaving, because that was her fault. They were unsupervised for a long time without an adult, or she was there and was still allowing them to cut up. I don't know. But they were like, I'm sorry, the guests are done. Y'all have to leave. Business say you gotta leave, you gotta leave. They were like, you gotta leave, or you'll be trespassed. She doesn't want to leave. She wants to argue with the dude at the front desk and the police officers. The first ones are kind of more patient. The last officer that comes in, he don't want to hear it. He don't care. You gotta go. And so then it was preventable though. Like, I'm sorry, it's inconvenient. Y'all gotta pack up and go, but you didn't have to get arrested though. So here's this one.
So what y'all gonna do? It's kids. There's no, why are you screaming? It's kids. Because y'all done pissed me off now.
All right, welcome back to the channel, and today we will be taking a look at a Karen on some body cam footage. We will feature one crazy Karen moment today that you will want to watch all the way to the end. But before we get started, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the new videos. So in this video, it actually takes place at a hotel in Georgia. Surprisingly, it's not Florida, but it's close enough. When cops are called by the hotel staff, the staff explains that they are getting noise complaints, and it's by a group of teens having a party unsupervised for a birthday bash. There are no parents there at all, but the room has to be under an adult's name, so cops investigate to see what irresponsible parent is responsible for this. But right away, the mother just spawns out of nowhere. But check it out for yourself and let me know what you think.
Shout out to Litty Trends. State Boys, Louisiana, and Litty Trends. I like how they sound when they narrate. I like their accents. Okay, keep going.
Hello.
Pretty much long story made bearable. 807. It's a room full of young ladies, none over the age, I think, of 13, 14. It's pretty much upstairs, unsupervised. We've gotten 4 different room complaints about noise. So they're going to be asked to leave tonight.
Okay. Do you want them to quiet down, or you want them to leave?
They have to go at this point.
All right. Who's the room under?
It's under Mrs. Jeannie.
It's me.
Okay.
What's the problem?
They've gotten several noise complaints that refuse to stay inside the room. We've asked them multiple times to stay inside the room. They've disrupted multiple floors of people. So at this point, they're going to be asked to leave.
So y'all refunding me? Okay, we're not leaving.
Okay, so they're going to be asked to leave. We been reasonable in asking them to go to their rooms.
So you asked them to go to their room, they didn't go?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So why didn't y'all call me?
Ma'am, we attempted to call the room first. I ended up calling you because I couldn't get in contact with somebody in the room. Security went to the room multiple times and wouldn't open the door. When they knocked on it, when they didn't know security was outside the door, they opened the door. That's how security got inside the room. So, being that I called you and you said you was in the parking lot, that was maybe.
So that was maybe 5 minutes ago. We're from out of town, and there's no way we're leaving.
Well, they have the right to do that.
Okay, but I'm asking tonight. I'm here. They're not going to be disruptive no more tonight.
Ma'am, at this point, they've caused enough disturbance to now have to refund other guests. We're going to be asked to leave. There won't be a refund in this. The kids have been downstairs. They've been asked to leave multiple times to the lobby. So this isn't something that it's at the point where it's no coming back at this point. So that's when I said to you on the phone, before you blew up on me over the phone.
I mean, no, stop. Don't do that. Okay. Don't do that because no, it's no ma'am. Don't do that because the laws are right here. Now I'm blowing up because I did not blow up on you on the phone. Stop.
It doesn't matter.
It don't care.
It doesn't matter. Well, I'm talking to you.
But I don't care.
So what I'm telling you is that they're asking you to leave. You're going to have to leave.
I did not blow up on you on the phone. I'm on my phone. I'm on my phone, but I didn't blow up on you on the phone. I did not. You know that I did not. I did not blow up on you on the phone. I did not. So let's not do that. I know we got the laws here, but I did not blow up on you on the phone.
The same thing I'm saying to you is the same thing I said when they weren't here.
No. The same thing you're saying to me is what you said to me on the phone, but I did not blow up on you. Okay, I did not.
Okay. We've got multiple rooms. If you want to go speak to the rooms that called down, I can give you the room numbers. You can go ask them.
It doesn't matter. You have the right to.
But at this point, this decision's been made to go ahead and ask them to leave.
I'm not leaving. I pay too much. I'm from out of town. I'm not going to leave.
I do understand it.
I have 4.
Here's the problem then. If it's inconvenient for you, then you should have kept them supervised. They had to search for you to find you. They finally was like, oh, let's call the number that connected to the room to find you. That's on you. Why? The girls were unruly, okay? Like, it's on you. Lesson learned. I don't know, but you got to go. You have to go. When businesses want you to go, you have to go. If you feel like they violated a civil right, you got to argue that later in court. But at the time, you got to go or you're going to be criminally trespassed after warning and all that stuff. You got to go.
Girls upstairs, I'm not going to leave.
It's more than 4 girls upstairs.
It's 4 girls.
It's more than 4 girls.
So how many girls is it up there?
I'm not sure how many.
How do you know? So if you're saying that you're not sure, it's 4 girls. It's been multiple parties in this room. It's multiple parties in this hotel. I have 4 girls in my room right now. Do I need to call them down there? I literally have 4 girls.
You need to call them down there because they got to get out the room. They got kicked out. You not wanting to be there with them and their noise got them kicked out. So yeah, go get the girls, but it's because y'all got to leave.
4.
I had 4, but they probably with the other girls there, but.
No, I have 4 girls in my room. How many girls are you saying? I have 4 girls. It's multiple parties here tonight. It's multiple parties. I have 4 girls in my room. I have 4 girls. Do I need to bring them down? I literally have 4 girls in my room.
Hold on a second.
It isn't even.
Your 4 girls sounded like more than 4 girls. That's how bad the noise was, ma'am. That just proves the point more that they thought it was more than 4 girls in there. Sorry. No, they said no refund. They already stayed some nights in the room. At this point, I kind of get it too because I ain't gonna say too much. I'll just say I get it. It's no refund for this because they're the problem. It's not like the hotel caused the problem for them. So I do get if a hotel doesn't refund them. Sometimes the hotels will, but I do get it when they say no refund.
You don't even know how many girls I have in my room. You're just going off of assumption.
So this isn't like we're just kicking them out.
When I was going up, the girls knocking on the door to the north, and they were loud. It was coming out the door like they getting ready to come back down the steps. It just came down like.
We had to ask the young ladies on multiple occasions
they've been coming down
to go back into the room for being in the lobby all over the place.
So when we were calling the room, we thought that an adult was in the actual room. When I reached out to you on the phone, that was just maybe 20 minutes ago. So when I couldn't get in contact,
you reached out to me on my cell phone. I don't know what you called the room. I don't know.
So the mother immediately comes with an attitude. So when she said that she didn't blow up on him over the phone, I'm going to have to believe the hotel employee, because only 1 minute into her conversation with him, she snaps on him and is telling them they are not leaving because they are from out of town, like she owns the hotel. And a few guests already asked for a refund because they probably couldn't sleep, since according to the body cam, it's about 3:30 in the morning. And imagine paying to stay in the hotel when you have kids partying and making noises in the lobby. But let's continue to watch.
Oh, I didn't even notice the time. It is 3:30 in the morning. Wow. And then the hotel's already losing money because they have to refund the other guests that are having the bad experience. Yeah, you're not getting no refund.
Well, that's the thing. When security goes to the room and we figure out, okay, there's not an adult in the room.
What's the room?
It's 807.
But I only have 4 girls in there.
Ma'am,
listen. 4.
She thought she was going to trip him up when she asked him what the room number was, because she was going to say, see, you don't even know the room number. It's all people making noise across this hotel, but he named the room and she had to skip to the next thing. She had to go, oh, okay, he named the right room. Let's go to the next point.
4. I have a 14-year-old, a 13-year-old, a 12-year-old. I'm not yelling. Don't do that. It's like you putting on because the law is here. Like, chill out, man. Like you just said, you was on the phone and when you had a conversation, I was getting loud, wasn't it? It doesn't matter. It wasn't the same thing. It wasn't the same thing. I'm not leaving. So what y'all gonna do?
Wrong answer on the I'm not leaving. So what y'all gonna do? Because they're gonna answer you eventually. They're gonna tell you. They're gonna show you better they can tell you. Also, I have worked customer service. I'm so sorry for people that are in customer service. Y'all do not deserve the stuff that y'all get. This is ridiculous.
Yeah. You have to leave if they ask you to leave. If not, you have to.
Okay, well, refund me.
They can't. That's not in their policy.
Refund me, man. Shut up.
So here's the thing, man.
You're not even like, what the
How old are the
kids?
kids?
Y'all pissing me off, man. No, you pissing me off because y'all trying to say I got
Don't go back.
Don't. Because you already laughed and said I was getting hype on the phone and I wasn't, but no, I'm hype. Absolutely.
Ma'am.
My keys not working.
Yes,
Oh, weird, man. Well, let me go upstairs and get my 4 kids. And you can stay down here.
We have to go up there, man. But I'm not gonna. You just have to go and get them and bring them down.
Man, they're kids.
I understand.
What you gonna go up there and get?
Man, I just gotta make sure.
What you mean you gonna go up there and get what?
I gotta make sure you
It's kids.
That's not why you screaming.
It's kids. Because y'all done pissed me off now.
If you scream, then we're
because
gonna
at
arrest you.
first,
That's gonna get worse.
you're not gonna arrest
we
No, you're not.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna get my kids and I'm gonna leave.
We know your voice.
No, I'm not.
Ma'am, listen, talk to me.
No, I'm not talking to you.
We're not.
I'm not talking to y'all. I'm not talking to you.
Get your kids.
I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna get them.
You're about to go to jail.
I don't give a man.
All right. They say you're about to go to jail. She said, I don't give a F, man. They always act like this before the cuffs come. Not always, but people that act like this before the cuffs come out, I'm like, why'd you even challenge them? Why didn't you just get your children? Like, I don't understand. I'm going back. Just look.
Get them.
We're about the kids.
I'm going to get
You're about to go to jail.
I don't give a man at this point. I don't. Because he's lying. He never called me. We never had a conversation. Yeah, because I'm pissed now. Because y'all done did too much.
I'm trying to give you a break.
I'm pissed now.
I'm trying to get you a break.
Really? Are you?
Yeah, because I'm about to take you to jail, and I'd rather you just kids and go to another hotel. We got it. Follow.
Okay, hold on. Y'all see the people in the background? Different personalities. I'm the woman in the brownish, goldish hair. I'm not making eye contact or looking over in the direction too much or whatever's going on. Somebody else personality is going to be one of the people in this other group on the right where they kind of looking. I'm nosy, but my ears going to have to be nosy. I ain't trying to make eye contact.
And go to another hotel. We got it. Follow.
He's lying. He never called me. We never had an argument on the phone. None of that never happened.
Okay.
I'm pissed now,
What
though.
I'm trying to tell you is
I
that
don't
doesn't
wanna hear
matter.
that shit. I don't want to hear it. Because he's a liar. He just a whole lie.
Hey, this kid's one up there. We gotta get her out of here.
We can contain it.
Yeah.
41 going 26.
Alright, so the guest here is asked to leave by the hotel. She doesn't want to leave, but now she's going to try to get her kids and leave. She's got a heightened sense of emotions right now, so she is very close to being detained. So we'll give her one more chance to get the kids out of the room calmly.
So the kids are in the room by themselves?
Yeah, they're in 807.
She already raised her voice crazy, screaming like crazy. She should be custody.
To tell the cops I'm not leaving, so what y'all going to do is insane. Now, if she gets arrested, she most likely is going to be yelling, "Why you arresting me?" This lady is a grown woman with kids that are teens, and she's kind of behaving like she's in high school. The cops are being fair but firm. They're even letting her go get her kids so they could just all leave without anyone going to jail. Also, the employee didn't mention anything about trespassing them, but the mom's behavior might sway the employee to get all of them trespassed, especially the mom. Now, they already have reasons to cuff the mom several times under disorderly conduct, but the officers are feeling the Christmas spirit and continue to give her a chance. But let's see if her luck runs out.
I know you've been a little uptight with the other officers that are here.
This is the officer that I feel like had the most minimal or the least amount of patience. This officer, the other ones, she was getting way too close, yelling in their face, whatever. This officer, I feel like his fuse was like, nah, I'm good.
It's not even about the other officer.
Okay, here we go again.
It's about it's not, what do you mean here we go again?
You already getting hyped.
No, I'm not getting hyped. See, you're already prepared for me to get hyped.
Because
you already heard what I did.
Because you're hyped.
No, I'm not hyped.
Okay, you
already said here I go again before I said one word.
Are you going to get your kids and leave?
No, you already said here I go again.
Are you going to get your kids and leave?
You already said
yes or no?
Here I go again before I even got hyped. Like, what you guys are weird.
We want you to get out of here before you're arrested.
Here I go again. I'm not going to get arrested because I'm not doing anything.
You're being disorderly.
I'm not being disorderly.
All right, stand up, turn around.
I said that my kids did not do anything.
Stand up. I gave you a chance and you haven't done it. So.
Man, I didn't do nothing. Okay, just let me get my
Stop pulling away.
I'm not pulling away. I'm not. I'm just saying, like, this guy lied on me. I did not do anything. My kids, we didn't argue over the phone. We didn't do any of that. We didn't argue or nothing. Like, this is crazy. Yes, I was trying to call my husband to come up here.
You can just go up there.
I was trying to call my husband to come.
Did y'all see her trying to make a honest effort to make a phone call? Did anybody witness her trying to make a phone call pre-handcuffs? I didn't. I heard a lot of, I got to prove my points and stuff. And they really kept asking you to leave. You really only have to ask to leave once. You're trespassing, ma'am. Like that, they gave you a lot of leeway.
Up here.
Where's your husband?
He's coming. I was trying to call him. That's why I was sitting right here. But I'm just trying to understand why he's lying, saying that we argued over the phone because we didn't. I never argued with this guy. I'm literally trying to call my husband to come up here and get the kids. That's what I was just doing. That's what I literally was just doing. Before you came over here and said, oh, what are you going to do? Are you going to argue with me? Oh, here you go again. You didn't even give me a chance to say nothing. You just literally started just assuming because they told you what I did. No, you didn't have. I didn't have plenty of chances.
I gave you more chances than I should have.
He said I argued with him over the phone, and I didn't. I'm trying to understand what's going on. And then you walked over here and said, "Here you go again."
And you wouldn't leave.
No, I'm calling my husband to come and get my kids. I got 4 girls up there. I have a Q50. I don't have enough room in my car to get these girls. So I'm trying to call my husband to come and pick them up.
His husband on the way.
I can't call him because y'all arrested me.
We're gonna go outside.
God damn. Give me a chance to call him. I don't have enough room to get these girls in my car.
Why did you call him when you were sitting here?
I'm trying to call him and you coming up asking me.
Nothing.
I was on my phone. Stop. You're lying. Check my text messages. Check my call up. I was calling my husband. What are you saying? I don't have enough room to get these girls in my car. This is my car right here. I got 4 girls up here. I got food. I got cake. I don't have enough room. Check my car log. I'm calling my husband on my phone right now. Like, what the hell?
This way.
No. Give me a chance to call my husband.
We're going this way.
No, I'm not. You're not giving me a chance, sir. You're not. No, you didn't.
Oh no, you had plenty of chances.
The guy caught it. The guy
I gave you more than I should have.
The guy said that, hey, he said he talked to me on the phone. He said I yelled at him.
I got to check.
You didn't give me a chance.
I gave you more chances than I should have.
No, you did
I told you
not.
they wanted you to leave and you blew up in my face.
I called my husband. No, I blew up in my face because he was saying that he was saying that I was arguing with him on the phone and I
Well, you know one thing that's wonderful, it's all body recorded, so if it didn't happen, it didn't happen, but at least we got evidence. So
okay, but can I just call my husband to get these kids?
We're gonna make sure a phone call gets to your husband.
Please.
I need to take this off of her.
This is so ridiculous. This is crazy.
Are you trying to take the bag? Stop!
No, stop. You stop. Can you please just allow me to call my husband and get this?
We're going to let you call.
Please. I don't want to go to jail.
This has a
I
hook
just
on
want
it.
to get
Hold
my
on.
kids.
Oh, it's too late. You're going to jail.
Why am I going to jail?
Oh, I told you you're going to jail.
For what?
I gave you more than I should have. More chances than I should have. You're going for disorderly conduct.
I didn't do anything.
Ma'am, you can argue that with the judge.
I sat down and I tried to call my husband, and he came over here arguing with me about why it wasn't. Why the first thing he said was, "Oh, here we go."
At this point in her mind, she keeps thinking that the reason she is in trouble with the officers is because she was arguing on the phone with the hotel employee. She doesn't seem to grasp that the officers don't care that she was arguing with him. They just want her to grab her kids and go, but she keeps prolonging this by not going to get her kids and now saying that she is waiting for her husband, which is unnecessary to just grab her teens and leave. Now, I would understand if she needed to call the husband because maybe she doesn't have a car to take the kids and leave. But earlier in the video, they mentioned that she was in the parking lot the whole time, most likely in the car because nobody just hangs around in the parking lot. But let's continue.
Then you can argue that with the judge, but you're going to jail. I gave you plenty of chances, ma'am. I gave you plenty of chances.
Now stop. I literally was trying to call my husband, sitting down, not doing nothing, and he came over here trying to argue with me. Can I just call my husband, please? I don't have anything on me.
You know how many times I'm told that?
This is crazy. Like, I cannot believe it.
Sometimes I do honestly wonder, do people have an altered sense of reality? Because that's not what happened. That's not what happened, ma'am.
Well, believe it.
I cannot believe this. I'm literally not even doing anything wrong. I'm literally, can I just please call my husband?
We're going to make sure a phone gets to your husband. Have a seat. You got to sit all the way in the car.
You did not give me a chance. You literally came over there and just started going off.
Man, you need to
sit in the car.
I'm going to drag you in the car.
Sit in the car.
Y'all are really being really ridiculous
okay,
right
well,
now.
at this point we are. You got to sit in the car.
I'm literally trying to call my husband.
We're going to make sure a call gets to him. You got to sit in the car.
I don't want to go to jail.
Well, you're going. That's too late for that. It's too late for that. I gave you plenty of chances. Pull her in.
No, you didn't give me a penalty. You don't have to put me in. I'm going to get in.
Okay. Hey.
Are y'all kidding me right now?
Put that foot in.
You literally did not give me a chance to call my husband. This is crazy.
We're going to make sure
13 and 12-year-olds in here.
Slide in before he pulls you in.
I have 13 and 12-year-olds in here. Stop. Okay, I'm getting in. What, are y'all kidding me? Oh my God.
Downwoody police, please open up. Hey girls, how many of you guys are in here?
It's 5. My mom's downstairs talking to the people.
Yeah, okay. Can you bring all your sisters out here real quick? Are they your sister's friends? Bring them out here real quick.
So just so y'all know, they switched to the police officer that went to the room where she said there's 5 girls in there when he asked how many are you in there. Oh, she must have meant 4 and her mom because she said my mom is wherever. But yeah. So now they're here at the room with the girls. Different personalities shall emerge from one girl, at least one girl. If she gonna cry her butt off. But yeah, I feel bad for the kids, but the mom did this.
They're not in trouble. You're not in trouble. I just gotta talk to you guys real quick.
We did not do anything.
You're not in trouble. Just come out here real quick. Don't worry about it. Come here. Okay, ladies. Okay, come here. Can you guys come in here real quick? You're not in trouble. Just relax. Okay. Can you bring the last one out here too? Yeah. Don't be scared. You're not in trouble. We're not arresting anybody. Okay. But because this is a private business, They don't want you to be here anymore. So I'm gonna need you guys to pack up your whose mom? She's downstairs. Your dad's coming. Okay. I need you guys to pack up your stuff, and then we're gonna be back up here in about 5-10 minutes to get you guys to go. Okay.
I'm already packed.
You already packed? Everything's already set up? Okay, just have your stuff ready. I'll be back up in about 5-10 minutes because your dad's coming, all right? I don't want them to see them on handcuffs, okay? They're already packed up. They're waiting for the dad. I don't want them to see them all in handcuffs.
And they're just young and they just been in and out since 10th grade. So.
They're just playing around.
Where was she the whole time?
Gone. She wasn't even know.
Nobody knows where she was.
She wasn't here with him, period.
When did y'all first see her come up?
Like when I seen, I think it was her, but I think it was another lady. They had like a little, I had opened the little bottle top from like the webs, like the little like the wine for the kid. They were at 10. And ever since I ain't seen them no more after that. I just been seeing the kid, like the kid run down the stairs, coming up, down, throwing out trash, coming up, down, then.
So he called her to tell her, you know, there's noise complaints. Come with your kids. She told him that she was in the parking lot. So he called her way before he called you out. So that was about 20 minutes. So as you see, I put her at the same time. So.
Yeah. When she came, it was when we were showing up at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like literally 1 minute.
Okay, traveling G-Ma. I was gonna let you form your own opinion. I didn't want to influence you, but that's kind of how I was. Like, it's not as bad. I can't remember if they make contact with the girls again, so we'll see if your opinion changes or not. But I didn't want to influence your opinion on that one with how the cop was talking to the girls and everything. But it is very common, especially with these hotels, with that. I don't know how to describe with that inside runner thing with the stairs. Oh my gosh, I be praying I don't get on the floor with the kids that's there for fun and they just running, screaming, because I've definitely been there. Now I'm gonna start being like, let me write a letter and see if I can get a refund for that night when they had these loud people, because the guests got refunds. I want my refund too, because I be thinking I gotta grin and bear it.
I've been in the parking lot.
Yeah, when we first got here, she got aggressive quick.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful to no cop or nothing. My issue is with the front desk guy that's trying to act like I'm just disrespecting him on the phone, and I never disrespected this guy.
Okay.
That's crazy that he just acted like I was disrespecting him in front of this police officer when I never did.
Okay. So let me kind of tell you where we're at now. All right. So within the state of Georgia, it doesn't matter, regardless of anything. If a business doesn't want you to be there, they don't want you to be there. Now, before you say anything, let me talk. I'm gonna be 100% real with you. I want to be cool with you. So, if a business doesn't want you there, and they say you have to leave, you have to leave. Okay.
So this is a perfect example how you can literally talk yourself into going to jail. She has a huge ego. She reacts in the worst way when certain things are said to her. Like the employee saying she blew up on him over the phone and she snaps. The cop said, "Here we go again," and she snaps. She has no control over her emotions, allowing anyone to get her riled up with just simple words. It kind of shows weak character to me, in my opinion. Her and her kids getting kicked out sucked for her, but she should have just left and been upset on the way back home. But instead, she's going to jail, needs to see a judge. The husband will have to pay bail money, and at the end of the day, they still all got kicked out. Nothing changed except the fact that she made it worse on herself, but let's see how it all ends.
Yes.
Okay, before we see how it ends, I'm about to do a mic adjustment real fast. I'm gonna need y'all's opinion. Sorry if you gotta adjust your headphones and stuff, but I'm turning off a couple settings to see if it helps where it doesn't fade me in and out so much when I'm talking. But traveling Gma, a lot of the body cams I pick are because I think that the person didn't have to get arrested, but their own actions ended up getting them arrested. But the original offense, they weren't going to get arrested. So that's why I usually pick most of these so far, is because I'm like, you actually didn't have to get arrested. These trespassing ones, at least. You didn't have to get arrested. Like, you just won't stop. But y'all, let me know how this mic sounds. If there's some, if it's lessening the fade in, fade out when I pause the video from playing. So we're just gonna be testing some audio as we go. So, all right, here we go.
And then
I was doing it. At first, I'm not lying. I did refuse. I did.
Okay.
So this officer right here said, no. If a business says you have to leave, you have to leave. So I walked away. I sat down on that chair over there. I said, "Let me my husband. I don't have enough room." And then this officer right here with this waist, this cap came over and said, "What's going on?" And I was during taxi. Here you go. I'm just trying to call my husband. I called him 5 times. He's not answering. He's probably asleep. I have a 4-year-old son at home. They're asleep.
I understand.
I'm not trying to go to jail. Like I said, I've been in the state of Georgia for 6 months. Check my record. I'm clear. I've never been in trouble out here. I'm a radiologist technician. I don't get in trouble.
You're a radiologist technician? How's my volume? Am I fading? Is it taking less time for my volume to fade in and sound like a normal when I talk? Let me know. But you're a radiology tech acting like this, ma'am. Disappointed. So now the husband's not answering the phone. So they got to find other arrangements. And this last part tripped me up too, because when the kids name who can come get them, she's like, I don't know these people. So I'm like, now that's another situation you've placed yourself in, because you don't even know who's coming to get your children, but that was preventable. So that I was like, that's why you just should have left with your kids.
Like I said, I've been here for 6 months. I'm trying to celebrate my daughter's 12th birthday. These kids is bad as man. I don't know. I didn't know they was gonna be doing all of this. I'm just pissed, man. I'm pissed. I'm embarrassed. This man is saying I went off with him and I didn't.
You're pissed and embarrassed at the kids talking about they bad as F. Who do they get it from? Because you are acting horrible. Again, I almost titled these horrible examples of parents and stuff like that. They're getting it from you. You're a bad example. She said these kids are bad as F. You know who I saw was bad as F? This adult in this vehicle.
This is sad, man. But I'm not on this. I just want to take my kids home. I don't want to disturb their mothers. 3 in the morning.
Well, I'm gonna ask you a question. How did you end up getting the call from hotel that the kids were on different floors? Where were you at?
Man, I went to pick my friend up. Friend was coming up here to stay with me. I went to pick her. She stayed at the collection. The collection department. That's like 15, 20 minutes away. I went to pick her up. She was coming up here to stay with me. And I'm getting this call about my kids.
They're still in the hotel. Because you're going to jail.
I want to know where my daughter is.
So once they give me the information of who's going with who, I'm going to tell you exactly who they're going with.
What did I do?
You wouldn't stop yelling when I told you to.
Yeah, I yelled at the front desk. I'm standing on that. I don't care what you say. I yelled at you. I yelled at the front desk for telling me that I'm lying. That I yelled at him on the phone and I know that I didn't. It wasn't even about you. Orderly misconduct to not to you, to the guy, to the front desk guy that I paid my money for to stay.
33 to chat com. All right. While we're waiting, I'll explain this to you.
Imagine this. Imagine you're one of the parents of the children that got to go to this birthday celebration and you're trusting that the adult will stay in the room. They're calling you to say, hey, I got arrested. It's not my fault. The kids were doing too much. We got kicked out. Like, they're going to spin it that way. But then imagine you're on YouTube and you see this body cam footage of what really happened.
Just so you know, you're talking about, I want to let you know what you need to do to explain your side in front of the judge. I know you said you weren't happy with the way I handled things, so that your opportunity will be February 8th at 2023 at 9 a.m. at 4800 Ashford Dunwoody Road. That's going to be your court date.
Honestly, I loved how the cop didn't want them to see.
Yes, I hit something. So they didn't show it. They didn't show it on this one, but there's a longer version, and she doesn't know who the kid's named as an adult that could come get them. And she's like, "Who's that? I don't know that person. Who's that?" So I guess there was a different version with a longer ending. So y'all didn't see that part. But this is our last parent. Hang in there with me. No, I'm kidding. Put me in the background. Last parent. She left her kids alone in an apartment for days and weeks, it seems like. The utilities were cut off. The landlord realized there were still kids in there She's not even the tenant of the apartment. It was somebody else, but she was basically kind of like squatting, I guess. But she would leave the kids there, and the landlord, I think, got the lights and water kind of turned back on out of pity for the kids when he found out. But obviously, also contacted the authorities. Like, I don't think there's an adult here with these children. So that's the last one we're watching. And don't forget to like the live while you're in here, please, so I can stay in your algorithm. All right, let's go.
This is 32-year-old Maxima Basil. On December 20th, 2024, Palm Beach County Sheriffs and West Palm Beach Police responded to a local apartment complex in reference to an eviction. Upon arriving on scene, deputies find there are children in the apartment alone with no food, furniture, or utilities. The property manager and officers attempt to contact Maxima for hours before she finally arrived back to the apartment, where she claims to have been on a walk to clear her head. Watch what officers reveal as they begin their investigation.
They don't have apparently their mom has a car, but it's in a broken down. Okay, so we don't even know.
Thanks.
Yes.
Oh, okay. We were trying to reach you about the kids. I guess they had like some issue with the apartment. They came here. They're trying to look. We're trying to form a report for them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're here.
Everything okay?
1106-193.
Yes. My son's old enough.
No, it's
He's
not.
15.
That's not the problem.
That's also an issue for me. I just described to y'all how long they were left alone by themselves. She's making a 15-year-old the parent of the house is how I'm taking what she's saying. I shouldn't get in trouble because I have a 15-year-old here. So no responsibility on me because of the 15-year-old. The 15-year-old should not have to be the parent. The oldest sibling should not have to be a parent.
Oh, okay.
So when was the last time you were here?
What's the first thing you got to do?
Oh, the last time I was here? I was here like a couple hours ago. I just went to go work out.
Yeah, I just have to read you your rights so that you're aware.
I'm being arrested?
I just have to read you your rights.
The questions we're asking, he has to read them.
Oh, okay. But am I in trouble now?
We're trying to figure things out.
Okay.
We just came here, figuring it out.
Okay.
Again, we've been here for a little bit, wondering where you was at. We were trying to get in contact with you. So again, just okay. So before I'm required to warn you before you make any statement that you have the following constitutional rights. Okay. You have the right to remain silent, not answer any of my questions. All right.
Okay.
I can make no threats to promise or to induce you to make a statement, and this must be out of your own free will.
Okay.
So you kind of see why I kind of have to read you that before.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fine.
So you understand. So when was the last time you were here?
I was here like a couple hours ago. I forget the time exactly, but I usually exercise, walk around.
Was it like morning, before the sunrise, late night?
No, I was here I left like around, I'm gonna say 10 o'clock.
10?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is there any reason why the kids aren't in school today?
The kids are not at school today because my car is having problems, and this week was the last week before winter break, and so I decided to keep them here, but I don't even really live here. This is my cousin's house.
All right. Forgot that part. The kids are supposed to be in school as well. That's another issue. They're not even in school.
In Georgia.
What's her name?
Julie.
So Julie's in Georgia. She rents this place out?
Yes.
Okay. And she gives you permission to have to.
Oh yeah.
Just stuff I have to ask. I'm
I'm
sorry.
actually supposed to be trying to help her move out and stuff. Trying to move out, so I've been staying here 2-3 days now.
2-3 days you've been here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So prior to being here, where did you stay?
Prior to being here, I stayed in Boynton Beach.
With family?
With family.
Okay. So the kids and you guys have all just been staying here the past 3 days.
Oh yeah, I mean they just if you guys were here because they didn't go to school, they just didn't go to school today because it's the last week, and then I'm supposed to be trying to get up out of here. So.
Okay. So the last 3 days you guys have been eating, sleeping, and all that stuff here.
Yes, the past 3 days.
Okay, so when we got in there, I noticed there was no food in there.
Mm-hmm.
So
because my cousin supposedly was trying to leave this place, so she had already like disconnected her power and everything like that. So today we're supposed to be leaving after I came back from, I'm supposed to be grabbing kids and leave.
No food, not in school, where at least they could get a meal provided in school. No utilities, no adult supervision.
okay, so just so that you're aware, your cousin, right? It's the one that stays here. Okay, so Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office responded here in reference to an eviction because I guess
that's why
she was being evicted.
Yeah.
When they arrived here, they noticed that three kids were here, right?
Yeah.
So then we tried to get in contact with you and we couldn't get in contact with you. But so we looked around. Again, there's no food, no water, and property management came here and said that this room hasn't had power for the last 2-3 weeks.
No, when we got here, it didn't, but my whole goal of coming here was to help her get some of the stuff out to move out. I actually just ended up staying the night here, a couple of nights, but that was about it though. Today was the day that we were supposed to be leaving out.
So for the last 3 days, there's been no power in this house.
The last 3 days, there wasn't no power here, but my kids go to school up here, so they were in school. They weren't like here the whole time.
Okay, and I'm sorry, where do you work or
Yes,
where do you?
I don't believe they were in school the other days either, because she said this is the week before winter break and I've been having car issues. I don't believe they just aren't in school this one day the police arrived. Mm-mm.
Work at?
I work from home.
You work from home? Okay. What do you do?
I do customer service.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, listen. Based off the investigation and what we've seen and what we've heard.
And then just a couple more things. So we asked them how they communicate with you, like God forbid something would happen here. They had no means of communicating.
No, because my 15-year-old son, he has a phone, but his phone recently got broke 2 days ago. So it's at the phone store getting fixed. But he goes to school.
They have no way of contacting her if they have an emergency. Just keep piling it on.
My kids go to school and everything. So, like I said, we're just here for a couple of days. I was just trying to help my cousin get some last minute stuff out, but I'm actually.
And I'm not going to lie to you, we were here since, when did this call come out? 11. We've been here since 11 o'clock.
Yeah, I left.
When was the last time they had especially little ones, when was the last time they had a meal?
Before I left, they had Wendy's and stuff like that. I just went up the street to walk around and stuff like that and clear my mind. And then I was going to come back and we were going to leave to go to my sister's house actually. So
And you drove here?
No, I didn't. I walked out.
When we asked them, they said it was a lot longer than we usually when you guys were staying here.
I mean, they were young. They're little kids. No.
You're saying 2-3 days?
Yes, I'm saying 2-3 days. Yes.
So you think
yes,
them being kids, I understand what you're trying to say, but they know the difference between 2-3 days and 2 to 3 months, correct?
No, they were here for.
Wow. See, I didn't want to say it because I couldn't remember for sure. I was like, I don't recall this being just a couple days. They've been living in these conditions for 2 to 3 months. Oh my. Oh, it's still low when I talk? Oh man, that's what I was trying to fix on my settings. Okay. I guess I'll still have to give it a second to gain my volume. I was hoping my little setting fixed that. Do I still sound too low right now in this moment? I'm going to hit play again in just a second, but I want to make sure that I didn't make it worse where I sound even lower than the video audio now. It takes a minute for it to ride in on my volume, but I just got to make sure. So I'm waiting to see what y'all say before I hit play. But I hate it because the way I have to play the video through here, it's great quality for the video. My mic gives up the ghost. Well, they need to they read her rights, and the more answers they can get out of her, the better information they can do for DCFS and when, you know, for the courts and everything else. So I understand why they keep asking questions, because if you're going to keep talking, I'm going to keep asking you questions. Okay. So it's just this sorry y'all. I want it to be the best experience. I'll always keep, you know, I'll try to find a way.
2 to 3 days. We haven't been here 2 to 3 months. My cousin was here. We visited here. We came here. We left and stuff like that. So she was supposed to be moving out, like I said. So I came here to kind of like get some last minute things, help her, and then I just went up the street with my kid, like for a little bit to walk around and kind of figure things out. But my kids ate and stuff like that. They're actually supposed to be in school today, like you stated.
Right.
They just didn't go to school today because of the situation of the moving and stuff like that. So that's why they didn't go to school today.
Okay.
Yes.
So, is there any reason why they would say that they've been here for 2 to 3 months now?
I'm not sure why. They've been coming back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But
They said about 2
no,
to 3 months.
we've been here back and forth, but it hasn't
So
been like
3 weeks they've been here without furniture and stuff, no bed, no nothing, sleeping on the floor.
No, for the past couple of days we've been here. My cousin already moved out everything she had here.
When did she move out?
She moved out like maybe 2 weeks ago. But I still had stuff here because I was like in between homes, but I still had stuff here. So today was the day I was supposed to come and collect all my stuff and leave here. So that's why my kids didn't go to school, because we have a lot of things going on and I was trying to move. So that's why. But my kids have not gone without no food, without anything, just because they've been here a couple of days, but they've been going to school. After school, they don't come here right away.
Okay.
So it's only been like 2-3 days. So.
And your cousin in Georgia, if you call her, will she pick up?
I'm not sure if she's at work right now, but I can try calling her. I mean, this is her place. This is not my place.
Because we tried calling her too, and she hasn't answered.
I'm not sure. She's probably at work, but like I said, this is her place. This is not my place. We've crashed here a couple of nights, came back and forth and stuff like that, but that's about it.
All right. Well, again, based off of what we responded to and what our investigation conducted, right? Unfortunately, you're going to be placed under arrest for child neglect, okay? Okay,
I know, but like, why am I under arrest though?
We'll explain everything right now. Just turn around.
I know, but can you explain that to me first though?
Turn around.
I'm not fighting
I'm not going to make
anybody.
this any harder than it has to be, okay?
I know, but
Put
I'm
your
not
hands together
fighting
like you're praying.
anybody.
Put your hands together like you're praying. Okay. Like you're praying.
So why am I being under arrest?
We're gonna get this situated and I'll explain everything to you, okay?
Okay.
But y'all, you know what? It's not even because you're right. She is basically homeless, traveling G-Ma. What I want to know is, where are you? Because you're not homeless in the same apartment with your kids. The kids are there, no food in the refrigerator, and you are out and about. They can't find you. So she's gallivanting somewhere else. Where are you? Because that's why she kept putting it off on the 15-year-old too.
Can I call my sister or somebody? Like, what do you guys want to do with my kids?
We're going to explain everything to you, okay?
No,
I just want to get you situated, that way no one out here is in your business, okay?
I mean, they're already in my business.
Do you have somebody that could
Yes,
help
I need to call my sister, my father. I have somebody to call. I'm not some type of animal. Can I please call?
We're not
I know, but
we're
the
gonna-
way
we're
you
gonna-
guys
we're
are
gonna-
talking to me, can I please just call my sister so she can come pick up my kids?
They're actually, in my opinion, not talking to her in that way where it could be dehumanizing. What is dehumanizing is the conditions you left your children in. You're treating, to me, your children like the animals. They just asked questions and found you to be at fault. They're not speaking to you like you're an animal, but to me, you're treating your children like they're animals. Put them in basically like a little kennel, and I'll come back and maybe throw you some food. They can't go to school. That's you. That's you realizing how this sounds back to you, that you sound crazy, in my opinion.
We're gonna go to the car, and we're gonna give you a chance to call her sister, okay? If you don't mind just standing by. Yeah. All right. Okay.
So what am I being arrested for? I'm sorry.
Once we get to the car, I'll explain.
We'll explain.
Oh yeah, that's easier. Yeah.
Can I at least talk to my kids, like my son? Like just tell him what, like tell my kids what's going on.
Give us a second. We're gonna give them chances. We're not like just.
No, you guys are. My kids are right inside. They don't know what's going on. Can I please talk to my son?
Ma'am, please get in the elevator.
After placing her under arrest, officers take Maxima to the patrol car, where she becomes extremely upset.
I need to call my sister, my family.
We're gonna give you a
my
chance
kids
to
are not
call.
some orphans or anything. My kids have family.
We're gonna give you a chance, okay?
Then stop treating them like orphans. You're leaving them to not be able to go to school, no food in the refrigerator, no way to contact you if there's an emergency, no utilities in this apartment you're squatting in. Then do better by your children. This is a reflection of what you did to your children. If they have a community, please give them access to that community. That would be great. And I do agree with y'all. This is probably a way bigger question than we can handle right now on here, because it's almost like it should be its own topic. But I do wonder about if the father knows they have kids out in the world, and then if the kids end up in these type of conditions, like, I know it's nuanced, but are there ways to hold the fact that two adults created a kid together and these kids are in this situation? So I'm not ignoring that comment. I just like, it's a big conversation, and I know it ends up being what people call a gender war and all this other stuff. So I know it's not much, but I do wonder, like, dang, it's like y'all do see mostly a lot of body cams of the moms that kind of are with the kids, but they making bad decisions. But then the dads, they just be out free in the world. It looks like a lot of times. Not all the time. I'm just saying they don't even ask. You see the police. I don't even half the time they don't even say where's the dad. They don't even ask. I think unfortunately that's how much use mentally a lot of them are to that. But I do wonder about that.
You don't have to hold my hand so tight, sir. I'm not gonna run on the handcuffs.
That's fine. I'm sorry. I have to do my job.
Okay.
It's gonna be this quick.
I want to know why I'm being arrested because my kids were here.
No,
I don't get it.
yeah, that's. Hang on. Stage. Make sure you don't have any.
I don't have no weapons. I don't have no weapons on me. I don't have no weapons. I don't have no weapons. Okay, you're asking me. I don't have no weapons. Y'all don't want everybody in my business, but can y'all please let me inside? I have no weapons. No weapons.
No pockets.
No pockets. No weapons. None. 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 None.
He pulled out like 3 phones out of her pocket. Do y'all see that? 3 phones in her pocket.
Can I please call my family now?
I'm gonna give you a chance, okay?
Okay, I have nothing else. Nothing else. If you want me to take the jacket off, I will.
You don't have to take the jacket off.
Okay, there's nothing else in there.
Okay.
1449. When can I call my family, please?
Okay. All right. So
When can I call my family,
well, I
please?
told you I would explain everything, so I'm going to explain everything to you. Okay. So we did a lot more research other than just coming here, finding them here, and then deciding we're going to place you under arrest. Okay.
What is the research? So what did I do that was wrong? I didn't do anything wrong.
trying to get to that point, okay?
Okay.
So we come here, we speak to the property management. They said that the power, like there was no power here. They turned it on now as a courtesy because they saw the kids in there and they brought them water and everything, okay?
That's when the police revealed that when they found out there were kids in there while she was squatting, that they turned the utilities back on for the children until they could, get the authorities and stuff involved. I also am just flabbergasted at her being put out. She's so put out that she is in the back of this police vehicle. Cause I don't know, I don't know how to describe it, but this part is where it's frustrating. Learning about a mom that's doing her best and couldn't and was kind of squatting with the kids, but she was, present and everything, and she was still getting them in school. I think I'd just be like, dang, I hate it when people have to go through hardships like that. But this is not that for me. It's like you were out and about. They can't locate you, and you was out working out. You was out whatever, and the 15-year-old bore the responsibility. And I don't like stuff like that. And now you're mad at them for being notified that there are children living in conditions that they're not supposed to be living in.
The deputy was here. He was evicting whoever the resident was prior. It wasn't you guys. It was whoever was staying here prior. Now we know that was your cousin.
That was my cousin.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay. And then my partner here, he interviewed the kids, and there's a lot of inconsistencies with what he said and what you said.
They're kids though. They're kids. So they're kids.
The first thing you told us when we came outside is your son is grown and he's old enough, right?
To watch my kids. Yes, he's 15 years old. Yes, he is.
Okay. So I think he knows the difference between 2 days and a couple months.
It depends. I don't know what you guys asked. I know, but I don't know what you guys asked my kids. My kids, you guys didn't have no adult present when you guys questioned my kids, so I'm not sure what you guys asked my kids.
And that's the whole issue. We were trying to get an adult, and there wasn't one present. That's why we're here.
Okay,
that's why we were
but I'm asking though. So, but then shouldn't you guys wait till adult becomes present to question minors though? I'm trying to see because I don't know the law. I'm not a lawyer.
Well,
I'm just saying.
In this case, we have to talk to them. There's no adult present. We can't just stay. We can't for example,
so
like
we couldn't
get
and
there.
When can I call my family?
We can't just walk in there and stay mute next to them. That wouldn't make sense.
Right.
If I see like for example, if I find a kid out here, I'm gonna try and talk to him.
But I'm not sure
to
what question did you ask my kids. But like I told you before, we've been here back and forth for the past couple of months.
Exactly. Okay, traveling G-Mall, you catching my wave. Because that's why I was saying, like, if I just found out they were struggling and not living in the best conditions, that's not automatically you're a bad parent. But the fact that they couldn't even be in school where they could at least have access to breakfast and lunch, because a lot of times schools say when kids are out of school, they're what do they call it? It's like it's called like a meal deficient. It's not deficiency, but there's a word of a lack. It's some type of word of lacking. And when kids are out of school, there's so many kids that go without a meal for breakfast and lunch. Like only time they're going to get that is when they're in school. So now you're not at least getting them through public school transportation to get them to school so they can at least have access to breakfast and lunch. That's why I'm like, she's the type of person I don't have sympathy for. It's not that you're struggling, so I have no sympathy. It is this type of actions I don't have sympathy for.
We haven't stayed here.
We are going to let you talk to family, okay? But we do have to wait for DCF to show up. We're not trying to take the kids away from you. Obviously, their first resort is another family member, okay? So don't think that they're taking them to, okay?
Oh my God.
I just want you to know that we're not.
It's called food insecurity. That's what I think it's called, food insecurity.
This whole thing could have been
Merry
avoided.
Christmas to me. Thank you.
Had you been there. Because we're now put in a situation where, God forbid anything happens, and we just left and like, okay, mom will be back, and we left. That falls on us. And God forbid something happened in there. They have no way of communicating they have no communication to anybody in there. They had no way of contacting anybody. They had an iPad that was dead and couldn't even find the charger. Nothing.
Okay, I have my stuff in here, so what's going to happen with my stuff?
Well, we're going to figure it out. We're going to take care of it for you, okay? We'll figure that part out, okay?
So what am I being charged with, and when can I call my sister? Because my kids have family. You guys are not gonna call DCF and throw my kids in the back of a DCF car like they have no sit. They have grandmas. They have grandparents.
I just explained to you, we're not trying to do that. If they have another option,
Yes, they do. So can I call them?
That's what I'm saying. If they have that option, but they have to come here and they have to speak to you, and you have to go through them to do that. Okay?
Have to go through who to do that?
We can't call them prior to them showing up. All right?
Call who? I'm sorry, I'm confused.
DCF is coming now.
We can't overstep them before they come here.
They're gonna come and they're gonna have a conversation with you. They're gonna ask.
So I'm gonna sit here in this car until DCF gets here. I can't speak to my kids.
Ma'am, relax. We're gonna figure it out for you. Just give us a second, okay?
Okay. Can I please at least know what I'm being under arrest for?
Child neglect. You know what neglect means?
Child neglect. Okay. And what else? What else did I do?
It's just child neglect.
Because my kids were here. Okay.
You're explaining it. You're putting it as if you left your kids in a household with stuff, with food, with water. There's no food, and they have running water, but there's no drinkable water.
Yes, I understand that.
So you agree with me that there's no food and no water in the house?
I mean, obviously, yes, because my cousin cut off all of her stuff when she left. So yes, I'm not disagreeing with you, of course. And that's why I left. My kids go to school every day. So my kids are not here every day. My kids go to school. They just didn't go to school today, which I should have found a way to send them to school. Then all of this, then I would never be in this mess. 5 days before Christmas, I'm going to jail for child neglect. I never neglect my kids. Never, never, ever. One day I don't send them to school. One day that they don't go to school. All of this, I'm going to jail, child neglect, all of this for one day that they didn't go to school.
That's scary. It's scary that her reality is that she's about to go to jail because they're not in school today. Not the fact that they don't have drinkable water, they didn't have light, they didn't have a way to contact her in an emergency. They're not even supposed to be in that apartment. What's some other things? She leaves them alone for long periods of time. Like, are you serious? Oh, that's scary when parents think like that. Hey, I'm Unique. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you. I've started drinking like this vanilla coffee. I might get some vanilla coffee. Thank you so much.
I never neglected her, my kids. Yeah, my kids been here for a couple of hours. Yes, because I was out. Yes, my kids been here a couple of hours, but as soon as I came back, my goal was to come get them so we could leave because my cousin said we had to be out of here. Child neglect. Now these people about to put me through hell just to be with my kids again.
Because again, I'm trying to get them with family. I want to keep them with family members. I'm not trying to like
yeah, because I mean it's 5 days before Christmas. I don't want my kids in some DCF home like they don't have family.
Yeah, obviously that's what I'm trying to avoid. Do you know her phone number so I can just give her a heads up and have her just start this way?
Yes, I do.
So where were you guys staying prior to this?
We were staying in Boynton Beach, like I said, sir.
But so again, the oldest one is the one we spoke to the most.
I'm not sure what he told you guys out of fear, out of being scared. I mean, hell, you guys probably scared my kids to death. So that's whatever he said. He's a kid. He probably was scared to death. 4 or 5 police officers in his face. Like and you guys probably approached him like he was a black suspect. Ain't no telling what.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Now, do I think her children were nervous? Yes. I could be doing nothing wrong. I'm still gonna be nervous because the police wants to talk to me because I don't know what type of police I'm about to encounter and everything else. But do not do that. They have eyes. They have ears. They have been notified. The kids are in a place for 2 or 3 months with no utilities. Again, like I know I keep repeating it. I feel like I'm repeating it as if she'll get it. She's not gonna get it, but I don't do that. Don't say that he made up the lies because he was nervous around the police. He probably reluctantly even told them that much.
How you guys came at my kids. So out of fear, he could have said anything. Out of fear, he could have said anything. So whatever he said is what he said. But like I said, I know my kids. He probably was scared out of his mind, didn't know what to say, what to do, what, and just said whatever. Told you guys whatever you guys wanted to hear. the day before Christmas. Y'all fucking neglect. Never fucking neglect my kids. Yes, my kids were here for a couple of hours. Yes, they were here for a couple of hours while I went to go get a truck and some boxes to come and move the rest of the stuff that we had here. I didn't see nothing wrong with that. Fed my kids and everything. Yeah, they didn't have a phone to call, but what would I expect for them to get into with?
I'll rewind because I'm cutting her off, but she's pissing me off. Argue all this in court because this it don't matter. You in custody now. This is bad. MJ, you made a good point. He's a kid when it comes to answering police's questions, but he's old enough to watch other kids. Right, MJ. Right. She definitely scared them, Paulette. It's everyone else's fault but hers. Right. MJ, I was thinking the same thing. I hope she doesn't take it out on him. I really hope not. And it is around Christmas. You did this. This is you. She said talking about she went for a walk to clear her mind. Yep, she did say that. This is crazy. The not accepting responsibility is crazy. And I hope she did not retaliate against her 15-year-old.
The stuff that we had here. I didn't see nothing wrong with that. Fed my kids and everything. Yeah, they didn't have a phone to.
I know what I was gonna say. So sorry. She said she was getting a moving truck and boxes today. They always getting the moving truck and boxes the day the police come. No. 2-3 months you weren't getting the moving truck and boxes and you weren't getting one today. No, I don't believe it.
Call, but what would I expect for them to get into within the couple hours of me being gone? Like in a gated community, someone coming in, breaking in, killing my kids. Like, come on. But it's like, I understand. End of the year, you guys need to get paid or whatever the you guys need to do. So yeah, so be it. Pretty sure it's bigger things happening out there in the world that you guys should be worried about. Pretty sure somebody somewhere dying that you guys should be tending to. First one be Delta, Kilo, Golf. He need to come on. He need to come on and tell me what the fuck he gonna do. Take me to jail so I can hopefully be out by Christmas to be with my kids. Y'all not finna take my kids, put my kids in no type of foster home. Like my kids ain't got no fucking family. They were supposed to be in school today. Their family don't know that they didn't go to school today. They were supposed to be in school today.
Stop kicking the car, please.
Okay, your sister's on her way, okay?
Okay, but I asked to speak to her.
Yeah, I'm putting it on speaker for you.
Hello?
Yes.
Lovely.
Yeah, I'm on my way to go get them.
Huh?
I'm on my way to go get them now.
Please hurry up, because they talking about calling these DCF people. I don't need my kids in no DCF home before Christmas.
Yeah, I told
Again,
them.
I explained to your sister too. If that's not the case, they do release them to the family as long as they're available.
Yeah,
okay.
And I'm on my way.
I already explained it to her. She thinks we're gonna put them in like a foster home. That's not the goal.
Yes.
All right. All right. All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Neglect 5 days before Christmas. Never neglecting my fucking kids.
Ma'am, please stop kicking the car. Ma'am.
Yes.
Let me explain something to you. Child neglect is one thing. You damage the car.
I'm not damaging your car.
You're kicking the car.
But I'm not damaging it. I might look at foot marks.
If you keep kicking it.
I know, but look at foot marks.
If you keep kicking it and you damage the car, it's going to be another charge.
That's fine, but I'm not damaging the car.
So please stop kicking the car.
I'm not damaging the car, and as far as I can see, I see a lot of. I'm not damaging your car, and as far as I can see, I see a lot of footprints down there that I did not make. So obviously, it's been kicked before. So I'm not damaging your car.
Can you stop kicking my car? We've shown nothing but respect to you. Please don't kick my car, okay? None of us came here with the intention of doing this. We didn't want to do this. We don't want to do this. But it comes down to liability on our part, and we have to do our job. All right? I didn't have to call your sister. I didn't have to do any of that. Obviously, I want the kids to be with family.
I mean, can't they just come to the jail and speak with me, or the police department, or wherever you guys are taking me?
Who?
The DCF. That's what we're waiting on, right? I'm waiting for them to come speak to me before you guys take me to jail.
So they come here and speak to your sister. They gotta just confirm that she is in fact your sister. We can't release a kid to just any random person. That's why. Not saying she is the random person, but that's our process of verification. Please do not get offended by me asking. I just don't want you to catch another charge when you go to county. Do you have anything else, like any weapons, anything like that on you? Because if they find anything on you, they do the extra charge, and it's a felony for bringing it into a jail.
Okay.
Do you have anything on you?
I don't think so.
What do you mean you don't think
You
so?
don't think so? Or you
I
don't?
mean, I'm not a criminal. I don't have knives and guns and stuff on me. I'm not.
That's what I'm saying. It's just a yes or a no.
No, I don't.
Because I'm trying to look out for you. I don't want you to have something on you.
I don't have nothing on me, sir. Nothing at all but my phones that was in my pocket.
Okay.
I don't walk around with stuff to harm people. I don't harm people.
Yeah.
After securing the children with Maxima's sister, officers transport her to the West Palm Beach jail. Maxima Basil was charged with felony child neglect.
All right, that was the last of them. She was the last mom, last parent of this one. I should